Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're doing good today. How are you going? Welcome in, man, with the first one, the first on the list. And
Wow.
part two. Wow. Nice hat. Yeah, I found it on around the street. It surprisingly fit me, so we have a winter hat now. I can't wait to have the new model because the new model works better. I can show you a bit what it does. Like, I've tried playing around with this. The reason why I don't have too many things with this model is that if we look at any glasses, so let me see. I'm searching for some glasses right now. Like, let me put some glasses there. So we got some sunglasses. If I move, they don't follow my eyes. So you see? That's the reason why I do not put glasses on the model. The new one follows way better. So the new one, we're gonna be able to do more fun stuff. But this one, for now, you're smothering the glasses. They're like jiggling. They said no jiggle on me. But yeah, for the event, this is a build I've been tinkering around with. So I removed the crossout designator and I changed the ratios of things a bit just so that we now have a Sharakusai and triple Foxy Tune. So we have more ways to go into the punk combos now, other than just like, because the problem I had before was that if you start with, let's say, Deer Note and Foxy Tune, you do not really have a way to go into the combo because you can do either Foxy Tune, summon the Xiamen, but Xiamen couldn't search anything because our only other search was Deer Note, but we already added an end, so that removes some of the break of things. Sharakusai is a good power level too. I changed the extra deck a bit. I'm thinking even of removing Avermax or something else. I'm not sure. Maybe we're gonna keep, maybe we're gonna remove it. It's up for debate. But I did remove the Relinquished Anima because it was pretty good. But the problem is, if we start with only Familiar, it's not gonna save us. Because we normal summon Familiar, go into Anima, then we use Familiar, and we're kind of stuck there. So it is a neat play, but it doesn't work that good. So instead, I added the Rising Carp for the Sharakusai. And I had added the Amazing Dragon. In case you want to go for higher damage, or if Zombie World gets popped and we have a Sharakusai on the field, we can always just like Sharakusai into Amazing Dragon, bounce another thing. So that's the game plan for now. We still have the Chaotic Dragon. And that's basically what I've been cooking with this. This seems pretty fine. No super poly. Where do you see my extra deck space to run like super poly target in this? I need the Garura for my Ghost Fusion, so it's not a super poly target. So I would need like 3 more extra deck slot, which I do not have. It was hard to just add those. Is IP even needed? IP is an insane thing. You need links in this because you flood the board too much. Like, going IP is pretty good. If you don't have IP, most of your end boards are not that great. I just don't see Super Poly being that great. What do you hit with Super Poly? Like, there's Vanadium. Is Siegfried even in the game? No, there's no even, like, good Super Poly target for... Like, Baron's hard to Super Poly away, so a lot of decks makes Baron right now, so I don't think Super Poly's that amazing. And it takes a lot of extra deck slot right now, and it takes 2 main deck slot too, which is, like, inconsistent. If I run Super Poly, I'm struggling to get to it. I've tried with it, I've tried in TCG too, I've tried running it, and I was never satisfied with Super Poly. Sure, it can win you game on the spot, but I feel most of the time I don't need it. I would have won the game even without Super Poly. And most of the time it's just a sitting duck that doesn't do anything. But this is a build, I haven't tested it yet. The Ghost Ogre might come out because the Ghost Ogre is not that great of an hand trap. It can do stuff, but it's really not amazing. So maybe we remove the Ghost Ogre for just consistency's sake. So we go to 42 cards instead. But that's pretty much what I've been cooking with this. It's okay. What do you hit with Mannadium? I guess you want to hit their bodies so that they cannot revive because of the field. The thing is, Ghost Ogre doesn't really hit any of the field spell because every single Mannadium field, like every single Scareclaw, well, the thing is, there's a thing with Ghost Ogre, is that unless the field spell, which field spell, after popping the ball, which field spell are you talking about? Is it the other one? Like this one? Because I know when this card is activated, you can add one Mannadium. This one, you cannot Ghost Ogre. You cannot Ghost Ogre the first effect. And if a target face up, control destroyed by battle, you can target special summon. Okay, so this one you could use it on the second effect. It's just a bit annoying because you can't like do anything about the adding a Mannadium monster. Because how Ghost Ogre works is that the spell needs to be on the field already. You cannot like pop on activation. So that's a bit of one of the things that annoys me. But because there's a second part to the field spell, it's pretty good. But at the same time, I feel just getting like... just getting a nib or anything will do better against Mannadium most of the time. Or Droll would do better. But I don't have space for Droll in this. We're gonna see how it goes. That's the build. Before I do any changes, I'm even thinking of maybe taking the talent out. But before we do anything, we are gonna test it. Make sure that it's working. Make sure that if there's a problem, we can make some changes. We can look what's happening and everything. 43 is super consistent. Yeah, there's not much changes from between 40 and 45, I would say. Like, it doesn't change too much. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 13. So 13 starter in all of this. So we should most of the time find a starter in our opening end. And other than that, we do have some gemmies. I did spend some money to get some gemmies because my pack were so bad. We pulled. Look at what I pulled. I pulled a bit off stream because I didn't want to wait. It was a long time. But I did pull the Dispatter. So we do have Dispatter. I'm going to tell you already. I tried to make Dispatter work in this deck. It does not. Dispatter would be amazing to run in my zombie deck and everything. It's just too clunky to make work. I would need to run a level 2 tuners that does not lock me. So like it would need to be the Shinobi Necro. And I would need to go from a 6 into an 8, which would be Axel Stardust Dragon, into the Dispatter, and it's kind of clunky. You need a lot of like moving pieces already set, so it's not great. If I ever do a more like... The thing is, if I did like Vampire Bishol Zombie, or just Zombie Bishol with some Punk, it could work. Because I would have more space, but I don't have enough space to make it work with this. We do have the Despian Luluwa Lilith, which is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. We have the Gate Guardian, so if one day we want to make a Gate Guardian, I made a deck for the Gate Guardian. We have it. So we could try and make it work. I don't really know how they work, but we have everything we need. But sadly, we did not get a singular field spell. We got 2 Visa Starfrost, which is pretty good, but no Astrolabe, and we kind of need 2. So there's that. We have only 1 Room Art, which we kind of need 3 of them. And we do not have Trivi Karma. So the pulls weren't great. We have the Prime Art, though. We have the best card in the set, right? Prime Art, so good. A card that Mannadium does like once out of maybe 10 games. But here we go. Let's pull a bit. Let's see if we can get anything. At least 1 UR. That's good. I started the first 10 packs I opened with this. I got no UR. That was off to a rough start. We got the reframing. I'm pretty sure we have the full playset of reframing there. So, not really anything. Ooh! Secret UR. It was hiding. Another reframing. Another Apple Dragon. We already had one and we never run more than one index. Like, I wouldn't see you. I saw some people running it in a zombie pile. Because you can send it to the grave with the punk level 8 and make... you can make like a Baron with the punk the punk jam dragon drive and the 2 token that it does. Ooh! Only SRs. We already have all of them. The Maolong is really neat. Having a tuner that's level 6 that can be 7 or 5, it's amazing. Like, I could maybe run it in my deck at one point because it would allow me... If I go 7, it allows me to maybe make a Baron easier. If I go 5, it allows me to make a Pep easier. But I don't think I need it, so that's why I'm not gonna go with it. But it is a really cool card and super easy to make too. And a light. So if you want to do Chaos Ruler thing, it's a light for it. Oh, another secret one. Another Gate Guardian. We finally have the Quem. I kind of want her. I want to rebuild the Branded at one point. And your wife. Yeah, your wife. Welcome in, Prince. And welcome in, Emily. I hope you're doing good. We're pulling a bit and we're going to do the Duelist Cup afterwards. For now, the pulls have been okay. We add 2 URs in this 10 pull, which is more than I expect. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now. What is next? The Prey of the Jiragumo is kind of funny. Special summon this monster as a normal monster. Then you can destroy one in the same column. Then you can destroy one monster your opponent control in the same column. You can banish this card. Add one Sanga. Like, one funny thing you can do with this is make a link and put the trap in the column of the other link zone. So if someone goes to make a link, you can just summon it in the link zone, pop the link, and it kind of screws them over. You want flan? You can have a small bite. Just for you. Just for you. Have a bite. So that was the first 10 pull. Not too bad. I still don't have any Managium field spell, which I'm a bit annoyed. No Astrolabe either. So we aren't doing that good with the URs. At least 2 there and a lot of SRs. You're sweet. Aw. I hope I am. I'm a dessert. I hope I'm sweet. Oh. Ecclesia. But Prince, I'm gonna need your branded list at one point because I kind of want to just revisit them now that they have new stuff. And you're the branded expert, so if you could send me your list at one point, I would like to try it. Oh. Oh! I did not expect that. Thanks for the water. It is all because of you. It's so good. I know it's a super good card too. It's a pretty good card. 1 second. I gotta take a capture of this. I'm gonna be frozen for a bit. 1 second. There we go. Just here. Yeah. You want that? I love this time of year just for the food. Ooh. What's your favorite Christmas food? Like anything you really... I can't wait to eat food until you die. Can you like the Christmas? It's always you take 10 pounds and then you go to the gym for 1 month to try and lose the pounds, and then after that you're like, I'm gonna be good this year. I'm gonna continue going to the gym, and you stop. Tamales, ooh, nice. He's the boy. He's cool. I don't even know if people run the Bisholalooper. From what I remember, they don't. But let's see. That's our final 10 pull here. But we did get a Royal. We still didn't have a singular Mannadium. Stuff that we want this field spell so bad. We still do not have a singular Mannadium like field spell. No Astrolabe, no anything. So it's not great. Our hope of building Mannadium are really not high. Maybe the gems from the Duelist Cup is gonna... Don't make Mannadium. Oh, do you not like them? I kind of find the concept cool. I love myself some Synchro decks, so I kind of like it. That's for terrorists. Oh no. And final UR. Can we handle the holo? There we go. Oh, maybe two? Ice Shade, Adrian. Another Dispatter. I did not need that. Two URs again, and we still do not have a singular Astrolabe, not a singular... Not even Vanquish Troll or that nasty. Oh, they are a super big combo deck. That's fair. So, from 40 pack pulls, we did not get a singular Astrolabe, not a singular Calarium, not a singular Trivikarma, and a singular Roomheart. That is sad. That is super sad. Like, everything we wanted, we got everything else other than what we wanted out of the pack. That's so sad. I'm gonna cry, guys. But now it's time to test out our new deck in the Duelist Cup. I think it's open, right? It is. How high are we gonna be? We are gonna be at... Oh, wait. We just got 400 gems. We don't need to do that. We can pull again. Oh, you made Fluffles. Fluffles is one of my favorite decks. It's just so cool. I love the concept. One UR. Can this be a good UR? Oh, upgrade. 2 URs. But I love Fluffles. They just like go face. They have some interruption. They can combo up for a long while. I miss when Toad was legal. Like, if only they could unban... They could ban... Ooh, Quim. Oh, I was gonna say if it was gonna be Royal. If I was gonna have Royal of this, that would have been insane. But for Fluffle, if only they could ban Elf and unban my boy... Toad. So Fluffle could have a Toad play again. That would be neat. That would be really neat. So nothing here. We got 2 Quem. I don't really know how many Quem do they play. I am super early today. Welcome in, Folly. I'm early because Leah's having her 3D debut at 8 p.m. And I want to be there for that. I want to be there when she does her 3D debut. So we started stream early so that we can end around 8. So that I can be there when it happens. So that's why today is such an early stream. If it goes well, we might start Friday stream earlier too. I wouldn't mind doing stream early on Friday. It depends always when I end work, which is the problem. But most of the time I end it between 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. So it should be possible to do it earlier. Another one? Come on, I don't need triple Dispatter. You only run one of this guy. Only one. Stop it, game. Give me the other yours, not this one. The game really hates me, right? It really does not want me. Third Dispatter go Giga Hard. It does not. But how was your guys' day? How was your day, Polly, today? Is it the end of the week for you? I think you still have some hours at work, right? At least we got a Royal out of this, but 2 URs again. No insane luck out of this. Well, we pulled 50 packs and we still are as far as we were when we started for the Mannadium thing. You have 2.5 more hour. Ooh. And after that, you're free. You're gonna be free. I was in a work. It was pretty good. Today was a boring day. Like, today was the day that I had to do the task that I said future me is gonna handle, and now present me aided past me for having left those tasks undone. So, like, I do some schematic design, and when I was doing the design, I was, like, putting stuff up, and I was putting, like, some resistors and stuff like that, and I was just saying, find a resistor later on for this. Like, find something for this when you have time. And I just put a lot of stuff, but now it was needed for me to do it. So I could not just say, oh, it's gonna go later. So I had to, like, go back on every single pages that I did and make sure that I had everything I needed. So that was a boring part. A lot of documentation, a lot of searching for components, but it needs to be done. Let's summon the ghosts to bait out an Ash Blossom if they have one. Does not say... Oh no, it's a cost. So maybe they do have an Ash. They might have a Max C too. They do have the Max C. Now what do? We have options. We are gonna add this for sure. We send a retainer now, and we might just end on giving them one card for the Maxi and then searching the counter trap. And if we do that, like, that's just gonna make they go even on the Maxi. We have a counter trap on field. We hope that's enough to stop them. I don't want to play into the Maxi. So we are going to set this and hope that it's enough. They went even on their Maxi. We can't really play into the Maxi. We could try and make a board, but we're going to get nibbed. We're going to get rolled. We're going to get ashed. Like, there's nothing good that's going to happen out of this. So now we're just going to hope they start with a full end. And we basically pass turn one. We do love the Maxi challenge, right? The Maxi challenge is the most fun thing ever. But I know it's copium to hope that they ban it in this game. They're never gonna do that. They're never ever gonna do that. Diviner start. If I think I'm domination this. If I just stop this, they might not have a play, to be honest. They did their normal, so it might be Drytron. But let's see how it goes. Do you have any other plays now? And they surrender, see? We do not play into the Maxi, and we just go from there. They probably had nothing else they could do, and next turn we were killing them for sure. There we go. So that's my play. If I start Ghost like that, I can play a bit into Maxi. Sadly, we won't be able to see what deck they were on. We will not be able, because in DC Cup, you cannot see the opponent's deck after the game. I'm kind of curious what they were on, just to see what we're facing, because we didn't see anything. We saw Diviner. It could be Burger, it could be Drytron, but I don't think Drytron would have surrendered there. It could be Dogmatica. It could be like a lot of things. So this is probably one of the worst hand, but we have a lot of starters. If we find Ghost, it's a starter. If we find Italy, it's a starter. If we find Xiamen, it's a starter. If we find Sharkusai, we can do something. Okay, so a lot of rituals right now. This one. Then you can reveal one ritual spell, special summon this card. It's got a special summon. You can add one ritual spell from your enter your end. I know they have already advanced rituals, so I'm gonna let them do this. They are gonna add themselves. So this one here. If this card's special summon, you can add one ritual monster. I'm not gonna let the monster be added because I know that's probably what they're missing. They seem to be missing something there. I know they have the advanced ritual art. So let's see if they do have the monster for this. Maybe they don't. End phase. I knew it. It's probably Chaos Max. I'm gonna be honest. I think it is Chaos Max. See? We fix our hand. Now, if they do have Ash Blossom, we're kind of in trouble. But they're not gonna have it, right? See? No Ash Blossom. They do have something, though. What could they have? Do they have Imperm? They have Veiler. Okay, we can do a different line. We have another line here, which is Summon Ghost Sleeper. We just can't do the Amin, but we still have a lot of lines. So we summon this here. We go into Immortal Dragon to get ourselves a body on the field. Then we're going to be able to send something to the grave. This adds us Ghost Fusion, and we should be doing pretty good. So with this, I kind of want to send the Vampire line, to be honest. I do have the Familiar. So we send this, we do Retainer here. We're going to send the Familiar to the grave, summon the Retainer. We could go for the boring way to add the Counter Trap, which would be more safe. But it's boring. We're going to have the Domain. We're going to search. We're going to resummon. We are going to steal some monster from them. So let's use the Domain to give us an extra normal. Then we use the Familiar here. Send this to the grave. Summon the Familiar. We're going to search a monster too. We probably kill this turn, I'm going to be honest. So at this point, I kind of want to... I don't have any other vampire cards, so we kind of want to add the Voivode. We can do the Ghost Fusion with the Familiar, get 2 bodies, send to the grave with Shang-Chi, then get more stuff, which I think is what I'm gonna do. So I think I'm getting rid of the Familiar here. Doesn't really matter. I'm keeping the Immortal Dragon if we need it. We are doing this, we are doing that, summoning the Garura here. Getting ourselves the Shang-Chi back. Sadly, we do not have the All Gold in the grave. But we can just banish the Ash Blossom here. Summon the Shang-Chi again. Then Shang-Chi effect is gonna trigger. Sending... We could send the Mizuki there. Do we want to? If we send the Mizuki, we can send the Banshee afterwards. Summon the Banshee. Go into Sucker. Okay, I see the line. So we send the Mizuki. A bit sad that we drew into it. But bear with me, guys. We do this. We do this. We go into Beatrice. Beatrice is going to send to the graveyard. We are going to send Garura. The more cards we draw, the better at this point. So we are going to send to the graveyard the Banshee. We are going to activate Garura, but not the... we do have the Ghost Sleeper. So we can activate the Banshee here. Set something. Set the Zombie World. Then we are going to go into the Sucker to tribute summon their 2 monsters. So activating the Zombie World there. Then we draw one. Call by the Grave could be pretty good. Now we do the Mizuki. Mizuki's going to revive. Doesn't really matter at this point. So just go with this safer one in case like something happens and Zombie World gets blown up. We still have a zombie there. We can go into Sucker here. Sucker with those 2. Then we still have our extra normal. We did not use it. So tribute to monster. Tributing their monster. Summoning the Voivode. We can go into Voivode here. Targeting this. Summoning both. We can go into a Barone here too if we want to. So we basically won that game, I'm gonna be honest. We draw a card too, which is insane. So we go into Barone with this and this. Just to be safe, and that's gonna be more than enough damage. So I'm not gonna overcommit. We could go for the Zombie Vampire, but we don't really need to. Then just punch here. Punch 1. Punch 2. Punch 3. Our ends have been really bad lately, though. Like, you see how I started? I started Mizuki, I started Deer Note, and I had so many starters. I almost didn't get a starter in all of that. While statistically, I should start with 1 or 2 starter in every end. But we keep on winning. We do increase levels. I'm gonna at least go to level 15 for sure. But by the way, man, did you want a duel? I know you said join earlier, but you did not rejoin when I opened the queue. So did you want a duel or was it just a meme? We can fight if you want. I made a room. So if you want to join, I can do some games. For sure, it's not gonna be the whole stream with games. But if you do want to do some duels, I'm down to do some. I'm curious what you're gonna bring. Did you build something new? Oh, no! Or now? Is it now or now? Do you do a more like distinction between everything? I'm not sure. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're having a good time. I hope your week went well. But once you're ready, man, there you go. So I'm gonna still be rocking the same deck I've been running. I do not know. You're playing Magician Pendulum? Ooh. Did they get new stuff? Did they get new goodies? Or is it you suck at Vanadium? Oh. It's a pretty hard deck to play, I'm gonna be honest. It is not an easy deck to play. It is a deck that is super combo heavy and you need to know the lines. This is a fine hand. Not the greatest, not the worst. We keep seeing the same card in our opening hand. I don't understand why. This and this has been in our opening hand for so often. And he starts Skullcraback Joker. One of the best starter in the deck. So we might be dead. Oh yeah, they have Monkey Board out. Now, I don't know if I can beat this, to be honest. Yeah, he's playing with me. When are you gonna join us, Folly? When are you gonna join us? But he does have the monkey board here, so let's see where he goes from there. No? No? I should, like, contact your friend so we can get you to play Vanguard. It would be fun! It would be so fun! Did you do a noopsie? Did you do a noopsie? You're cheating? 2 versus 1. It's called strategy. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. Look away. I trust Ayman enough. He's not gonna look at my hand. So how's it going over there, Ayman? I know this card as like... I'm supposed to pen summon it, then scare her. Oh. I'm just chatting and looking at chat. Welcome in, Kigona. I hope you're doing good today. How's your day going? How was your week? So, did you screw up? Are you stuck there? Setting the 8 scale now? This is stuck at a 4, right? Unless you have a Performer Pearl card in your other Pendulum Zone and face. Oh no. You're tired? Oh. Well, you're gonna be able to rest soon. That's pretty good. You want to onk me? That's fair. That's completely fair. So we are gonna see Amin there. We are gonna get the Sharakusai. The problem is I drew really badly because I keep drawing the Deer Note. For some reason, I keep drawing the Deer Note. I don't know why. I would love to. You want to onk me? What? Do you plan on going to sleep right after, like, you go to work? Or do you do something else after you're going home? I never asked you. Do you have a long commute? Or do you work from home? Did you tell me that you were working from home? I do not remember. I'm so sorry. I do not remember. You're going back home? I work from home? Ooh. So, we summoned the Sharakusai. We could bounce everything if we wanted to. We add this to our hand. Like, with us having Foxy Tune, we can do more stuff here. So, let's do this. We send a familiar. We summon the other Ziam in there. Then we get ourselves into Immortal Dragon with this. Then that's gonna get us in the grave the Ghost Fusion. And we do have the Immortal Dragon if we need to. So sending this, getting the Ghost Fusion. We're trying to go for the KO there. Seeing if we can do anything. We do have the Familiar, which I think I'm gonna use. Just to get myself another Dark so I don't lose my Synchro tree there. So we do the Familiar. Welcome in, Mana Seeker. I hope you're doing good. How's your day going? Any interesting stuff happening? We might want to get, at this point, if we get the Grace, we can send to the graveyard the Retainer to send it. Well, the Duelist Cup is already driving you insane. Oh no. Oh no. Are you trying to go for max level and everything? It seems so insane to go for max level. It always feels bad too. Just going for the gem. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Like, I know they added some team building stuff, but it's kind of weird. Like, you need to be in Team of Trees. I know it's for World and everything, but it's not great. So we send the Shang-Chi, sending the Retainer there. We are gonna go into Beatrice here. Then Beatrice effect is gonna send to the graveyard this. Sending at the same time the Banshee. Then we should have lethal soon. Like, we are getting really close to lethal. We just need to find a way. Do you have any packs you want to pull for Mana Seeker? I know I'm trying to pull from Vanadium, and it is not working out. We can do Pep with this. So if we do Pep with this and this, we go into a big monster. Then we can send to... We can do the Retainer here. Retainer revives itself. We banish your stuff and then we kill you. So that should be lethal. We just do some more damage because we can. We get ourselves the Counter Trap. Then Pep here is gonna banish the Retainer and this. And that should be it. GG. We can go again if you want, man. I know you screwed up a bit early. But if you want to have another go, I'm down for another bout. And GG. Want both Vanadium and the new branded support. I pulled almost everything I needed for the branded stuff. But I did not pull. Like, my Vanadium pulls are so sad. I did not pull a singular field spell. I pulled one room art. I did not pull a singular Trivy Karma. Like, it's sad. I did not pull any of the URs I need. I have everything else that are around. The worst is I'm still missing. I have the Scareclaw cards. Oh no. Okay, so we start with those two. He's gonna go with Purple Poison. He keeps winning the coin tosses. 1 and 5. Okay. He pops this one, gets another scale, right? Yeah, he gets the 8, so now he's got a 1 and 8, which is pretty good. He Scroll Acrobat again. You just keep getting it. You can't art craft it yet. I'm a bit low on your dust myself. I got a Royal Nadir Servant earlier, though. That was neat. Like, we got the Nadir Servant, which is insane. But I don't really have any decks that uses it. But that's a neat Royal to get. Did you start with Monkey Board already? Like, did you start Skull Acrobat, Joker, Monkey Board, and 2 scales that you could do? Let's see. He's gonna Pendulum Summon. This, and this. Just full and Pendulum Summoning. That's insane. Your hand was crazy. Going second, this hand did nothing. Going second, this hand lost so hard. But going first, it's crazy. It's not like I have a low amount, but Konami's greedy. Yeah, I've been getting like 0 to 2 URs per 10 pull, and they're never the one I want, so it's been hard. Yeah, they're way too UR heavy. At least the Gate Guardians are pretty cheap. The Gate Guardian are really, really cheap. They only need 1 in archetype UR, which is neat. But for sure, the Gate Guardians aren't the greatest deck. So that's a problem. That's the thing that happens. It's not the greatest deck. It's a deck that works sometime, but can break a lot. It can break even more than my Vampires, which is insane. It's kind of insane. So adding the Odd-Eyes Disorder and the Synchron. Okay. This should really have given Gate Guardian at least one more UR to make Mannadium a bit more fair. That could have been good. Like, they could have made the Field Spell. They tend to make Field Spell URs most of the time, so they could have probably just done the Mannadium, like, Field Spell as a UR. That would have been something that could have worked. And not the Mannadium, I mean the Gate Guardian Field Spell as a UR. So, Odd-Eyes Vortex Dragon. Then you can add one Magician here. That is a Omni Negate, so that's a bit annoying. That is a bit annoying there. But it's only one Omni, so not too bad. He does have Electromite. Electromite's gonna be annoying though. And they have the new... do they have the new thing that allows them to Pendulum Summon again? Oh, the Royal Astrograph? You're kidding me, right? So now you pop this, you add the Astrograph to your end, you summon the Astrograph, and you go into more stuff there. So you draw one, this one adds back, you special summon. Okay, and Astrograph special summons itself. Then you have 4 more monsters for mats, and you can use Electromite too if you want. Are you able to go into... Is it Starving Venom or the other one? Like the one that copies Electromite in the graveyard. I never remember which one it is. So drawing one card. You have a tuner too. So you could go into a 10. That could be a Barone there. You have 2 4s and a 2. That makes 10. You could go into a 9. You could go into a 13, but that's not a level for Synchro Summoning. That exists. Maybe we're gonna see it one day, but for now it does not exist. We do have a rank 13 now. Like, they broke the rank 12. We do have a rank 13 in Raid Raptors. I didn't read what it does. I just know that we have a new rank 13 in the OCG. So he's thinking. That's a big thinker. But I feel it's gonna end on at least 2 Omni Negate, and I do not know if my hand can deal with 2 Omnis. So that might be Al Sharod, to be honest. Going for those into Celine. Then you summon a Spellcaster again from the end or graveyard. Is that a Spellcaster? It is. So summoning this here. Okay, those go into Barone. Yeah, Barone. So that's 2 Omni for now. Then you can revive the... Oh, you don't have anything in the grave for Celine. You do not have anything in the grave. So where are you going with the Celine there? Unless you have a Spellcaster in hand. I guess he does. Because he does not have a Spellcaster in the grave that he could summon there. Oh, getting the Harmonizer Magician from a random draw? That's insane. That is insane. Like, your hand was cracked there. Every search you got, everything was just insane. Now he can go into an 8 if he wants to. Like, is there any good 8s that Pendulum plays? He could go into an Appaloosa if he wants to. Like a format Appo with this, so that would be like 4. Those 2. Oh, now he's gonna go. Yeah, he's doing that. He's copying the Electromite. We're pretty much lost, guys. There's literally nothing we can do. It's gonna be like 3+ negate on the board. And we drew 2 points of interruption. So no end traps really hurt us there. The Astrograph again is gonna resummon. I still don't really know where this is going though. Burl Savage. Maybe it's gonna go again. It is one of the viewer right now. But welcome in for you, Mission. That's level 14. Good progress. Yeah. So setting the other scale, that's a purple poison. Setting a trap in the other pendulum zone? That's kind of weird. Why would you set a card in the pendulum zone? That's like a dead sentence for a pendulum deck, I feel. Okay, where are you going with this? Is this an Appaloosa? It is. So I don't think I can beat this. That's a 4 negate Apo and 2 Omnis against, and that is mostly monster effect. There's not much I can do. We can start by trying this. Timer makes you nervous. Well, the thing is, I don't think I have any way to win this. We are gonna send this to the graveyard. We are gonna summon the Amin there. Then we are gonna use Retainer. Retainer sending the Grace to the graveyard. Gonna summon itself. Is it gonna go through? It's gonna go through? I'm kind of surprised. You have so many negates. Why aren't you using any of them? You have like 2 negates and 4 monster negate there. We do get this. Sadly, we did not have the other one. We do have this here. We can go into Sharakusai there. Try and do anything out of this. Pendulogram. So he's gonna pop this. It's gonna pop my Xiamen. That's gonna be super annoying. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. Xiamen wouldn't do anything there. Then this one pops the other one. And we're pretty much dead. That was a crazy first board. Who knew that starting like 2 scales plus Skullcrabat Joker would be insane. So you add the Celestial there, but we're pretty much dead. We just said this, we said this, and we end phase. My opponent made an interesting choice. Chained Call by the Grave to my Maxi to banish my Fenrir copy in grave. Oh no, did they misclick? They probably misclicked there. We're gonna do this at least. Omni negate it. So that's a Barone out of the way, but we're pretty much dead. We have a lot of life point though. We're at 10,000, so maybe we survive a turn. But how do we deal with an Apo that's like 4 material plus a Vortex Dragon that is an Omni negate per turn? I do not see it happening. I do not see it happening at all. Then they're gonna pudge this. It's gonna do 5.7k. So we're still living. We still have some HP. But like I said, there's not any card in the deck that can do anything against that. I don't run Droplet. I don't run Dark Ruler. Oh, that's sad. You're gonna Maxi me too now? Come on. Come on. Well, we're gonna summon the Xiamen. And you can just time Pendulogram. Sure. Take this. Take this. Take the Maxi there. I don't care. It's over. It's over. GG. So you pop those 2, then you can add 1 Magician there. And then I'm pretty much dead next turn. My deck is a lot of monsters. It's monster AV like crazy. So if you make an Apo, it's pretty hard for me to deal with. I do have some ways to deal with it, but not the best. But no, not many people, like other than Pendulum decks, not a lot of people are running Appaloosa. But thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. You finally showed me. Now that you did not like break on your stuff, you showed me the deck can go hard. But you started... Oh, welcome in, Maple. We're doing the Duelist Cup again. Oh, I love it so much. As soon when you were doing your stream, I just went on YouTube. I love the sound too. I went on YouTube. I just made a sound bit of it, and I named it how you named it. But how was your day today? Are you off work? Because you're in the same time zone as me, right? It's around 6 p.m. for me. For you? You're off work now? Let's go. Do you have any plans for the night? Are you streaming tonight, actually? We can do this. I mean, why do we keep drawing Sharakusai there? We lose to a singular Ash Blossom there, but any play we do lose to a singular Ash Blossom. If they have an Imperm, we lose too. If it's a Maxi, we're fine. Like, later than usual, so I was invited to something today. Ooh, I hope you have fun there. So, let's do the Xiamen. Do they have Ash? Please, no. Okay, no Ash Blossom there. So, we can do the Deer Note, but I want to do the Foxy Tune to get a light in the grave. So, we do Foxy Tune, we remove the Sharakusai. I'm thinking of adding another Xiamen in this. Just so we can add the Xiamen and go from there, but I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. So we do the Foxy Tune. Now if they ash me, it does the same as ashing the Xiamen, to be honest. Like, it's literally the same. So if they want to ash me now, it's fine. They maxi, so that was what they were holding on. We are gonna ash the maxi. We need to play under not maxi. Maxi is really bad for us. We special summon like 25 times a turn, so that's super bad when someone maxis us. We are gonna send to the graveyard the Sharakusai. We're not gonna need it, and we can always revive it to go into a quick synchro at any point. So if we do those two now, we summon the Jam Dragon Drive. Then we do the chain normal. So Jam Dragon Drive first, Deer Note second, then we revive. What's different a bit is that we revive the Sharakusai. And we chain block with Xiamen again. We don't really need to chain block now because they do... no, they... Oh, they could have a Ghost Bell, so it's good to chain block. Then we summon the Sharakusai, we search the Tracker, add it to my hand, and we can go from there. Sadly, this turn we do not have another tuner, so we can do the other play that I like to play. We are gonna do the Immortal Dragon there. And hope that they don't have an Ash Blossom. If they do have an Ash Blossom here, it's really annoying. So we send to the graveyard the Ghost Sleeper. Ghost Sleeper is gonna get us the Ghost Fusion. Then we could go for even more bodies. So Ghost Fusion here is gonna get me this one using this and using the Shang-Chi in the deck to summon the Garura. Then we re-add to our hand, to the field, the Shang-Chi, banishing. At this point, I want to banish the Ash, because if I can revive the Ash Blossom, like if I keep the Ghost Sleeper in the grave for one turn, I can just add the Ash Blossom back to my end if I just discard something. So now we send to the graveyard. We could send, we did normal. We could send a Retainer. Retainer would get us the Counter Trap, which is pretty good. We could send the Mizuki to revive something, but there's not that many good targets, so I think I'm gonna go for Retainer. Nice that that's the Sanctified Dragon covered. Ooh, what do you mean Sanctified Dragon? I'm not sure I'm following you there. So we do Beatrice with this and this. I'm gonna play it safe. We don't have a way to discard the Doom King if we draw it, so let's not go too crazy. Let's go to Shang-Chi. Oh, new branded fusion. Oh yeah, the new the Albion thing. So if we send a familiar, the problem is we don't have ways to get the zombie world on the field. Now we are gonna do the Retainer here. Retainer is gonna send the Scarlet Scourge. We are gonna chain the Banshee. That's not gonna be the most insane board, but that is gonna be Maxi plus Zombie World plus Doom King and the Omni Negate. So that should be kind of fine. And a third Trivy Karma. I would love to only have one Trivy Karma. Like, I know most people only run one of this. And I could not even find a singular one of them. We are gonna set this. Then we could go for the Sucker with those two, which would allow me to draw one card when the Doom King hits the field. So I'm kind of down for it. It's a Vampire too, so we do not lose our Vampire stuff. It's more tier than Mannadium support. Yeah, I've seen it at work. I'm gonna draw a card. I don't care too much about giving them a maxi again. And if it's like Keshira or anything, or Numeron, we get more out of this. That was one of the worst draw we could get, but that's fine. That's fine. We can still play. I wonder after this DC if they're gonna make another ban list. Well, ban lists have happened a lot after DC Cup. Like after the big phase, most of the time they sent ban lists. So probably, to be honest. Garura here. Garura's gonna send the Doom King to the graveyard. We should draw 2 out of this, which is great. So we're feeling our hand. Then Ghost Soger is great. End of draw, that's fine. End of draw. We are gonna get the Doom King on the field, revive itself. The Sucker gets us another draw. Then we can maxi to drive in more cards. And if they don't play here, we're kind of winning. They have something now. We are gonna maxi here. Now, thank you, Stream Elements. Right on time. Just 1 hour and 1 minute after the stream started, you say I'm live. Thank you so much. Stream Element was strong today. Drawing them 1 for 1, that's fine. We have now 1 Omni and a Doom King. Whoa, you're live! I know! Wonder if you could play a Tier Engine in Mannadium. You for sure can. Setting 1, you're not surviving. If you just set 1, you're dead. Set 2? Is that Labyrinth? Set 3? Or is it Floodgate? It might be Labyrinth, it might be Floodgate, but I feel with this board, we should be doing pretty good. The talent's pretty good. I have a Mannadium Tearlman deck built right now. Like, the thing is, Mannadium runs every single field spell to search the stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if it works. We can do 1 for 1. Pitching the Mizuki to the grave, getting herself the Familiar. Not a single one of their trap card can do anything. That is insane. So Familiar, we change the Doom King. Doom King's gonna banish what they just set, because I'm worried about it. So banish a card. Let's banish this. Oh, we have a fun enjoyer here. He is on Gravedigger, so that's probably a whole bunch of trap cards like Floodgates and everything. It's for sure a whole bunch of Floodgates. So we are gonna send this to the graveyard. Ilya would be a Scareclug, Cash Mannadium to be lore accurate. Ooh. If we add the Voivode, it doesn't have any monster in there, so we don't have another monster that could do anything here. Might as well add the Greysteel. We send a Familiar to the grave. Then we could summon the Familiar. Get ourselves into a Link 4, maybe? I just don't know what we're doing with this. We could go into... I'm guessing there's going to be a Mirror Force out there, so I'm kind of worried. That's why I want to keep my Domination. If we switch this to attack, we don't have much to do in the grave. Like I said, we can do the Ghost Sleeper Centigrave and search something. We could do a Pep here. Pep pops one of the cards. We don't have to worry about monster effects, so let's do the Mizuki here. Mizuki gets us a revive. It's either Garura to try and get more stuff. If we send the Shang-Chi, there's... Oh, Shang-Chi protects us from Mirror Force. If we summon the Shang-Chi, we send to the grave the... because the other one is Pep, we remove 1 back row and see from there. But I kind of like the... If we do Immortal Dragon, we get a 2. We can go into Barone. So Immortal Dragon's clearly the best option here. We summon the dragon. We sent to the graveyard. Oh, we didn't even draw from Sucker. That's great. Drawing the Xiamin's pretty good, but we cannot summon it this turn. Sending to the graveyard now. We are going to send the All Ghoul. And now with Doom King, because they don't have any monster effect, we can just go Doom King. We're going to pop a back row. We're going to have an Omni. We're going to have 2 Omnis. So none of the back row they have will be able to do anything. Let's go for the middle one. People usually put their best card in the middle. The Imperial Tomb. Then we can do... I think I'm going to do this. The Ghost Sleeper. At this point, we discard this. And we add back to our hand. Oh, wait. Is it? What is it saying on this? Then target one banish level 4 Ire. Okay. So we add back the Mizuki to recycle it. If we need to pitch it again. I thought it could get me the Ash Blossom. I was stupid there. This is not enough to kill, but enough to put a bit of pressure on them. So right here, now we punch. It don't seem to have any... They have something here. It cannot be Gores because they control cards. Special summon a Dark Magician? Oh? They are on Dark Magician? I did not expect that. We can crash into the Dark Magician and get an All Ghoul back. That's fine. I'm down with this. Oh, it's a Spellcaster. It's any Spellcaster. So they survive for a turn. That's fine. So this one, it's discard. Add one Graveskeeper monster. That's fine. You can add it to your hand. I still have 2 Omnis for you, so I'm not too worried. Getting himself the Commandant, so he can discard it and add Necro Valley, but it's never gonna happen. I'm not gonna let you, like, set up Necro Valley there. This deck would have almost 100% won if it went first. Ideally, it would be Scareclaw, Tier, Cash, Vanadium to be lore accurate. Target one Graveskeeper for special summon that target. I think I'm gonna go for this. Like, let's use a Barone negate on this. I don't want them to recur their stuff. And we still have the Domination. We are going to get the Doom King back. We can tag the Barone out for something else. So let's go there. Main phase 2. If we make a Zeus out of this one, like, it's going to make it hard for him. Because I know, it's a one-mat Zeus. But what it does is that they need... if they pop anything else on the field, my Zeus gets a mat, so it's online now. Yeah, it can get material because it has a secret effect, so that's why I made it. It doesn't do anything in my graveyard, so might as well do it. We are gonna revive the Doom King, draw another card, and we're so far ahead. There's nothing they can really do. We can get the Grace here, just get another Vampire on the field so they cannot, like, kaiju my Sucker and turn off my Domination. I'm always careful about it when it has uneven material. Yeah, because you can't pop anything. Then we are going to do the Barone. Barone is going to revive. At this point, I kind of want to revive the Immortal Dragon. Just to get a tuner back on the field, and it allows me to get a Foolish Burial next turn. But this game should be so over. We have an Omni. We have the Doom King to stop them. So they're going to send this to the graveyard. At this point, I might as well let them add the Necro Valley and I can just Omni negate this. Yeah, I'm going to let them have the Necro Valley because I just want to Domination the Necro Valley there. So they activate the Necro Valley. I'm going to Domination it. Just so they can do anything with this. And now they have 2 cards in hand and they need to go through a Doom King. And they lost the Necro Valley from their deck too. They might not be running that many. Maybe they run 3. But we take those wins. How many stun decks? I don't know. There was one guy that quit as soon as I asked his Maxi. So we will never know what he was running. But other than that, I think that was the first stun deck. But I've heard there's a lot of stun deck in this. It's rare to see a Or Ire instead of lore. Yeah, that's why, like, the Ghost Sleeper always gets me. Yeah, I'm still in Platinum range. I need to do my rank up more this season. This is the worst hand I could get. We have the Ghost Ogre, but like one of. Where are my starters? Statistically, we have 13 starters out of 40 card. Most of the hand, we should see one starter. We should see one. But that's not what's happening. Oh god, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be super bad. That's one of our bad matchup. Getting a familiar doesn't do anything here. That is literally one of the worst starts we could have had. What we can do is summon a familiar, crash into this, go familiar into retainer, and do some stuff from there. So I think that might be what I do. Like summon familiar, crash into the Alice. But I'm not optimistic with this. I'm really not. We started so badly. Battle? Punch into this. And does this collide? He has to return, yeah. Then target one card and one card in the graveyard. Banish it. Oh, we're just dead. We're just super dead there. Nothing we can really do. The call by is not gonna do anything, but maybe it baits out something out of them. But like, we just need a starter. Anything that gets starters. Like, Xiaomin is a starter. Foxy Tune is a starter. Duster, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me there. Like, Xiaomin's a starter. Foxy Tune, yeah, Foxy Tune's a starter. Vampire Ghost is a starter. Italy is a starter. You see why they break? They break so hard, but they might still beat us because we break even harder. We have so many starters and we did not find any of them. And our only plays we could do is familiar, punch into this and get ourselves some stuff. But they did have the single counter that they could have to do that. Come on! Anything! We're gonna pass. They're not doing anything, so we're gonna wait. This is awful. We went through so many cards and we have so many starters. 1-for-1 is the starter. Like, please, game. Anything. Anything at all. We have some turns, though. We do have some turns. This guy's not doing anything, but he's gonna get an Ash Blossom for as soon as we unbreak ourselves. He's gonna Ash us and we're gonna lose from there. Come on. A playable card. I have so many of them. One of the worst cards we could get. Another one-up. Another one-up. What is this? Where are my starters? We're gonna summon a Mizuki and go for Mizuki beatdown because we can't find any of our playable cards. We finally punched the Eris, so there's that at least. Main phase and phase. Do they have anything in hand? We do have the Snow Rabbit, but we are gonna find one day. We went through a quarter of our deck and we still did not find like one of our 13 starters. So they should be somewhere around here. Nothing. We should be doing good now. We can play the game. Oh, and now we find a starter. Now we find something we can do after like 8 turns. We do the ghost. We send the retainer to the grave. They might have an Ash Blossom, but at this point it doesn't matter that much. If they have the Ash, they have the Ash. They drew so many and they were bricked. So I am expecting a maxi. They have the call by. That's like the worst call by you could do. That does nothing, my guy. It's like chaining a Bishul to this. I can just send the other one. I don't understand your game plan there. Like, sure, I don't get the retainer later on, but this still resolves. So we get the... At this point, they have one monster in the grave. We do not have a way to... We could go... Sucker, but that wouldn't be great because this card, if your opponent moves a card out of either graveyard, you can special discard one card from exile. I'm worried that if I do that with Voivode, with Sucker reviving it, I'm gonna just lose. So let's add the Grace. Send a familiar to the grave. Then we are gonna be able to go into Sucker here with those two. And now we have a lot of plays. But she herself doesn't count. Oh, okay. Because I'm just worried about ruling sometime. Like, sometimes it's weird. We are gonna do the familiar first. Sending the Grace to the grave. Adding ourselves to the end. Like, we have the full setup to do the vampire line. If we want to. Sucker gets us something. Familiar gets us something. They have an interruption. I do not know what they could have. They have something. They do have the imperm. Which one are you gonna imperm there? They imperm the wrong one. This guy is the worst player I've ever seen. He's so stupid. So getting rid of the sucker. Then we add to our hand. If we want to kill this turn, is there a way? Now we are gonna search. If we go for Voivode, there's not really anything we can do. If we go for Shadow Vampire, that's more bodies. But that's not great. So I think I'm going for Scarlet Scourge to try and kill. So this is negated. We gotta remember this is the Imperm column. They have something still. Now we use the Ghost. I did use my normal. My normal was on Vampire Ghost. But Vampire Ghost give me another normal of Vampire. So that's why I did that. Then we're going to tribute this. Getting ourselves the Scarlet Scourge. Scarlet Scourge going to trigger. Getting ourselves the Grace. It's so good. Like, Vampire Ghost is an amazing card. Another Imperm? We're getting all the thing today, aren't we? The thing is, we still have a Mizuki there, so 2 Imperm did not decide to set the Imperm to. We are gonna Mizuki. Mizuki's gonna get us the Grace here. So, Grace, and then I don't think they have anything else, so let's do Beatrice in attack too, because we might be able to kill. We are trying to find a way to kill. We were 200 off. But now we do this. We send to the graveyard. We are lower than them. I made sure to check. But we can send the Ghost Sleeper. Ghost Sleeper adds us the Ghost Fusion. And with the Ghost Fusion, we should be able to get lethal. Because we use the Ghost Fusion. We use the Sucker that's not doing anything right now to make the Garura. And Garura's 3000. The Shang-Chi is going to be 2k. That's 2.5. So unless they have a Gorz or anything like that, we should be fine. That was a game. This guy's running so many non-engine. Like, so many end traps and everything. We do get the Shang-Chi here. We can't even get the Grace. So, Grace there. We have lethal, but I'm gonna use the Shang-Chi just in case. In case anything bad happened. And we are gonna send the Doom King from hand. But we do go for Punch. In case of Gorz, we're gonna attack in Gorz order, just to be safe. We punch here, and with Garura, we're gonna get the lethal blow without the lethal warning. There we go. That's pretty standard for Exosister, but guess they don't run an Archetype Summon. Run out of Archetype Summon. I know they've been running the, like, Sakutama and everything like that to get himself extra normal, like the Spirit stuff. And I know that's pretty much a standard that people are running in Exosister these days, right? Just to go into rank 4s. We keep losing those coin tosses. I think we're 4 in a row. 4 coin toss in a row? It's pretty expensive. Oh, is one of them a UR? Like, is one of the Spirit Ball a UR? Magistus is the budget option? Oh... Exosister is cool, but their plays is so straightforward. It sucks. Yeah. We start with a really good hand. We start with a really, really good hand. Ash for anything they do. Ghost Ogre if we need to. And Maxi here. Like, that's really good. Triple end traps. And we don't even need to use them. I guess the guy bricked. We're never gonna know what they're on. For now, we're just speeding through this. Like, people are just, like, surrendering left and right, not doing much. I think that the challenge is gonna start at around 15. So, we have a bit of ways to do. But let's just hope that we use all our bad luck for the coin toss now. So that when we go to the higher level, it's only heads. Because we keep getting tails. I saw Exosister with Brigands, and they are much more fun combo deck. Ooh. Starting with all the one-offs again. We love to see it.
skill issue.
Skill issue. It is a skill issue. Welcome in, Rocket Pal. Up to 15, there is barely any progress to lose. Yeah. Thanks for the water. Setting 2. Is that the stun or is it Labyrinth? They are on like 50 card. Drawing an Ash Blossom. I would like to draw any starters, please. Like I can do Foxy Tune here. Special summon ourselves. Send a Banshee to the grave. If they have an Ash Blossom, we lose here. Do you have the Ash? Do you have the Call by the Grave? Do you have anything else? They do have the Maxi, so we are gonna Ash Blossom the Maxi. Just to be able to play the game. Maybe they have a Call by, but I feel they would have used the Call by already. Ash them. I'm gonna do it so hard. So we do this. We send the Banshee to the grave. We summon the Amin. Then now, because we did the change with the Sharakusai, the Amin can add to our hand the Sharakusai and we can summon with Deer Note. Or we can just do nothing. So another one that's break on insane amount of end traps. Now the question is, what do we want to do from here? We could tribute summon the Amin for Deer Note. Just to get some damage in. They are on Labyrinth. So that's gonna special summon itself. So we are gonna do the Maxi to try and get some draws. Maybe we draw into the Sharakusai. Maybe we draw into Xiamin. Getting the Grace is not great. It doesn't really do anything. We can do the Banshee. It's on 2.4, which is really annoying. We could do... Okay. I have a plan. It is not great. Yeah, no one plays this one. It is not great of a plan, but it might work. That was even rare in old build. I know in NR, a lot of people were playing the Arc Fiend. So we tribute summon the Grace. You love not great plan. I learned that a lot from Blackwings. Because when everything goes bad, we gotta improvise. That's why I say vampires and Blackwings are all the same. We gotta improvise to make stuff happen. So we do the Ghost Fusion, make sure it's not in the Imperm column. You just gotta just live, yeah. So with the Ghost Fusion, we are gonna be able to go into Garura. And we use this, we use the Shang-Chi from the deck. And that is gonna give us the Beatrice. So at least that's a Doom King there. So Garura, Shang-Chi, revive itself, banishing the Ash Blossom from the grave. Then we can use the... We can either send the Algol or the Mizuki. We even get the Grace back. We are cooking, guys. We are so cooking right now. So summoning the Grace, I know they have a trap card still that they didn't use, so I'm a bit worried about that. Shang-Chi here is gonna send to the graveyard. At this point, I might want the... It's either the Mizuki, or if I go for... I did normal, I don't have a Ghost in the Grave. I could go for the Retainer. Retainer would get me the... Retainer would get me the... Counter Trap if I want to. If I go Mizuki, I can go for Foxy Tune, but that's not great. If I go for Scarlet Scourge, I can go for more bodies. If I go Beatrice, but that's not great either. With this, I can go Familiar. Familiar at the... Like, there's a lot of lines I can do, but I think the safest one... I could go Algol there to get another body on the field for free. Like, I just crash into this, get a body. Like, make Beatrice, crash into this, make a body. Then go into Zeus, maybe, but that's not great. Mizuki, what does it get me? It get me the 8, which is fine. But I don't have another 8 that I can go from there. So I think what I'm doing is sending the all gold just for protection in case they have any pop. I know it's a lab, so you always gotta be safe about that. Like, they could pop stuff at any time. We go Beatrice. Oh, and Beatrice bigger. I thought Beatrice was smaller than 2.4k for some reason. So we go Beatrice here. Beatrice is gonna send to the graveyard. And at this point, I think I'm taking the chances. Then you can send one Fiend. So we are gonna use the Banshee. That's why I sent the all gold. I knew they had like a lot of destruction. So that way we are gonna be able to protect the Beatrice because we're gonna make the field a zombie. We are gonna send this to the graveyard just in case we need it, and we should be able to win now. So Beatrice to the grave. We send. Might as well. We could send like the Mizuki here. Oh, if we send a Mizuki, we can go for zombie vampire. So this here, we set the zombie world. Then they do this. We use the all gold. Oh, we can even... No, we can do even better there. So all gold here. Then we do that. And we can make it a tree so we can get a Barone. That's amazing there. Getting a vampire here. Change the level. Then because we do have the Mizuki here, we can revive. Then Mizuki gets us the Xiamin that was negated earlier. Then we go for the bar on the floor. So we go this and we... Is that lethal? It is almost lethal. Not quite enough. But we are getting there. Let's go battle. Punch over here. Punch over there. Punch over there. And he's on 500 life point with one card in hand. We do have a lot of stuff. We could make a Zeus, but I'm going to go for the Doom King. The Doom King's going to be better here. Let's turn this to on. I saw a GP player playing Blackwing with this pattern at the end board was full of synchros. This pattern's probably going to go hard in like Blackwing. I should revisit them. Doing the Maxi? That's fine. Like, I feel I just don't do anything there. I don't need to use Beatrice. I can just keep the Beatrice and wait. Because they fired the Maxi way too early. So I just wait for them. They got a plane to a negate with nothing on field. There we go. Easy enough. I don't know what this guy's build was, but it was not good at all. Yeah, this pattern in Blackwing is kind of insane. Now that you make me think about that. Because the Excel Stardust line that you would use to do can go into this pattern now to revive like anything in the graveyard. For sure, you gotta do that before you get locked into dark. Is there... No, the dragon, yeah, right? The Blackwing dragon. Let me see again. Because the Blackwing dragon is a dragon, right? I would guess. It would make sense. Where's my Vampire Cha? So this guy is a dragon. So if you make the Blackwing dragon and you get Pence back on the field, you can go into Dispatter. Then Dispatter revives something from the banish. Axel is not even needed anymore. Bishop Rebellion is an easy way. It is, but you could even just go from like Blackwing Dragon. And then when you do like your Blackwinged Assault Dragon, you banish the Blackwing Dragon. So this pattern revives the Blackwing Dragon. Then you do the play with the level 1 to go into Utred Dragon Abyss. And that would be pretty good. Like you would end on this pattern, you would end on Utrenet. The good thing is you would have some Dark Banish in your own Banish. No, it's not Vampire Blackwing. It was when Maple... We're talking about like adding this pattern to this deck. Because this pattern would go insane. Like this pattern for sure fits in there. You run this... By the way, I pulled triple this pattern. We probably remove the Stardust. Like the SL Synchro can always be good if you break a bit. But you don't need to do the quick Synchro thing. You just can do it that way. Is a new must-have? It sure is. I pulled 3 of them. Triple. My pulls have been horrible with this thing. You can easily splash Black Wings into almost any deck by Black Wings. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. All the Chibis. We might be able to do another 10 pull, guys. 800 gem. That's yummy. We can. Let's go for another pull. Welcome in, Couch, by the way. But let's see. Like, I want to show you guys. I've pulled 5 times from this pack. 5 10 packs. And what I want is the Mannadium. So I want every single Mannadium card that you could have. What I pulled right now, triple Dispatter, 1 Luluwa Lilith, 1 Prime Heart that they don't even really run, 1 Gate Guardian, 1 Albion, 0 Astrolaut. Well, I need 2. 2 Starfrost, which is pretty good. I didn't have any. 2 Quem, 1 Room Heart. I need 3 of them. 2 Apple Dragon, which any deck that runs it, most of the time runs it at 1. 1 Nadir Servant. The Nadir Servant is a royal though, so that was pretty good. But no field spell. I'm so far away. Like, I need 2 Karma, I need Calarium, I need Room Heart, and I need Astrolaud. So let's hope. Frage. 2 Royals, that's pretty good. 2 Visas, 2 Room Heart, 1 Fields. My current status, you're so much better than me. That's our 60 pack pull. We've pulled on this pack 6 times the 10 pack. Let's see. Another Ecclesia. That's pretty good. I don't know if we had Ecclesia full set already, because we did play some decks that... Did we play a deck that needed her? Oh? Ice Jade. I think I have like 4 or 5 of this one. I really don't need any more. I really do not. It's not a card I need. There's the Heavy Tank. Nothing interesting here. Royal. It's time. Oh, and an SR2. Please be good. Please be good. Oh, come on. We got a V. I was going to say if it was going to be Royal. But another apple. We don't need 3 apple, guy. We need 1 at most. But we got a triple Visas. I don't know if they run more than 2. But we have this. I know Ringo is played in some builds. Like, I've seen a build on an MPT video that was running like the Punk zombie line that was using it to make Barone. I feel it's a bit too bricky for my deck, but if you run any adventure line, Ringo could be good. You can play Bishop Sprite right now, I think. Ooh. And Ringo might be a good card in Bishop Sprite. You miss Adventure. It's still pretty good in the normal TCG. Like, it's at full power. In TCG, there's not really any hit to the Adventure engine. It's played in some decks, but not as often. Let's see. We have a Royal here. Please? Another Nadir Servant? So really, I'm just not getting any of the cards I want, right? In 60 packs, not a singular field spell. Not 1. How is that possible? Ooh. I'm interested. Oh. Astronaut, let's go. I didn't want to click on him first. I wanted to... Oh. Okay, Gate Guardian. A 4th Dispatter. The 4th one. For sure, if I didn't need like 3 of them, I'm gonna need a 4th one, right? Why is it hit so hard? I don't know. Like, when it came out, I could understand the Adventure being so expensive, but for now, I'm not sure. By the way, guys, I want to talk to you. I wanted to make a Twitter post. I'm probably gonna make one after stream. Ooh, a secret one. Is that gonna be a UR? No. Any reason to keep more than 1? Not really. I have never seen a deck running more than 1 Dispatter in TCG. Most of the time, you only make 1. Like, Mannadium's gonna make it way more afterwards. It can still make it. You probably run it at 1. But not even D-Link run more than 1, right? I mean, you got 5 URs here. You can't complain. I know, I got a lot of URs, but like, that's basically 30 dust and 2 useful UR. Yeah, I was gonna ask Twitter, but I can ask you guys first because you're here on stream. Twitch did something pretty cool right now. I think I already told you guys that I got like some normal emotes. We are gonna get a full new 8 slot of emotes coming for the affiliate anniversary. I do not know if the overlay is gonna be ready for the affiliate anniversary because I need to find a good artist. I need to find a good team for it and everything. So I can't promise on the overlay. So maybe the overlay is gonna come later. But other than that, we have the new emotes. They doubled basically the animated emotes that you can have for a streamer. So we now have 8 animated emote slots. So we have 2 right now. I have ideas for 2 more. But if you guys have any ideas of what you would want, like, I'm open to suggestion. Because I'm not the best at finding ideas for this. And I kind of want to have emotes that you guys are going to want. So we have 4 animated emotes that we can fill with anything. So let's try and figure out what we would want. That's better than multiple of my polls combined. I know. Like, I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't complain at all. But the Mannadium's so expensive. It is so expensive. Though I made this deck. I still don't know how it works. But I made the Gate Guardian. It's pretty funny. And I'm running them with like the Kishira a bit. Like some Kishira card. And it's not even complete. I know. Like for sure. There's card missing and all of them are going to be URs. It's a Gate Guardian deck. I was looking at... I was talking with Zeta a bit off stream. And I pulled almost every... Like Gate Guardian is super cheap. So... might as well make it. I already had the Gate Guardian combined and everything, every other like UR that I would need, I already had. So why not run it? So I decided to make this. I didn't play them as of now, but I know they're pretty bad. I know they're not the greatest. But did you guys know that Magician Soul can send Kazejin? That's the funniest thing. Because it's a spellcaster. They could at least have given me the Kit Retrain to make up for killing my deck. Oh, what does the Kit Retrain do? Well, they did give you a mage. Huge. It's okay. Like, Gate Guardian can be pretty annoying for a certain deck, but it's not that crazy. It is really not that good. It's one of the Mannadium Synchro Monster. Oh. Spellcaster 7. Ooh. But for sure, like, Gate Guardian's probably gonna be a Viewer Duels deck. Like, something I play from time to time. Kit Kalas is actually in 3 different archetypes. Yeah, she's in Tier Limit? What are the other 2 archetypes? Like, because that's not the Scareclaw Kishira, right? That's not Kit Kalas. I'm not sure of the lore on that. So we're gonna start Ghost. That's pretty good. Ghost effect is gonna send a Familiar to the grave. Then we add to our hand. Because we started Grace, we can do a bit more here. So we add the Shadow Vampire. They don't seem to have any interruption. Maybe they have a troll. That could be something in our future. So we are gonna do Retainer first to try and bait out some Ash or anything. But I'm pretty sure they would have Ash already if they had it. They don't have a Maxi from what I see. Unicorn captured Kit Kalas and she was turned into a cash tier. Oh, so that's what happened. Okay, I get it. Now we can... do we want to special summon this if we make this that? Like, there's no point in special summoning the tracker, but might as well. It's a body on the field. Now we can go for Sucker here. I've seen the Free Renu episode. It's so good. I love that show. It is just like... Oh, I screwed up there. Oh, no. I'm fine. It was so good. I love Free Ren. Free Ren is such a neat show. Oh, we can even keep the Sucker. So let's get rid of this tracker. We're not going to need it. So let's get the Shadow Vampire. Shadow Vampire is going to trigger its effect. Special summoning the Scarlet Scourge. So we do this. We get the Grace first. Then we get the Scarlet Scourge second. Summoning the Familiar here. And we get 4 bodies, so we are gonna be able to end on probably IP. Now we have the Grace here. Then we trigger this. We trigger the Familiar. Familiar is gonna get me the Voivode at this point. That's a Kaiju on their turn. Then this draws me a card. Oh, we draw Zombie World. That makes our life easier there. So we do this. We do this. We get ourselves into Beatrice. Beatrice is gonna detach. Detaching the Grace to send the Ghost Sleeper. Ghost Sleeper is gonna trigger, getting yourself the Ghost Fusion. Then Ghost Fusion's gonna trigger using the Familiar here and using the Shang-Chi. Summoning the Garura. Sadly, we don't have another 6. If we add Wolo, that could have been good, but Wolo most of the time is not that great. We are gonna banish the Ghost Sleeper. We are gonna summon her. But how did you feel about the episode, Eman? Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. I can already tell you that was one of my favorite episodes of all time. We can send to the graveyard now. If we send, like, Mizuki, doesn't do much. If we send a ghost, it's pretty funny, to be honest. So I'm gonna send a ghost there. We are gonna activate Zombie World. We are gonna go into IP. I think I want to go into IP with this and this. Drawing a card, we're leaving ourselves open to drawing the Doom King. But we should be fine, right? We're just not gonna draw the Doom King. That's just not gonna happen. So Garura effect is gonna draw me 1 for 1. 1 for 1 would get me another Familiar. That's another body. I don't think that's worth it. So we just set 1. So this is basically a Doom King plus Numni Negate, and we have a double Kaiju for them. I feel we should be fine. Like, I feel this should be more than enough to win any game. We have double Vampire 2 in case they try to Kaiju one of them. If they Kaiju the Sucker, that's gonna be annoying. But now that Doom King comes back online, we draw another card too, which is great. Like, the synergy between Sucker and Doom King is pretty insane. We could get the Grace. I think I'm gonna do it because Grace gets me another body if I want to go into Goddess. We are super low, so we gotta keep that in mind. But triple Vampire, we have a lot of things. The Foxy Tune for next turn if the Zombie World gets pop or anything, or we just need like a level 3 tuner. They are on Lunalight. I don't really know what Lunalight does, so I'm gonna let this one resolve. I don't think they can do much that would be threatening for me. The Poly doesn't need to be specially. Can add 1 Lunalight monster. Might as well just negate that with the Doom King. It doesn't cost me anything. Or just banish it. At this point, I might just banish the card in their graveyard. Like, banish this thing so they don't have the target, so they cannot add it to their hand, so it makes the effect miss. Then if they go battle, I go Goddess here. Goddess with this, 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 and this. They use Polymerization. That's fine, I feel. Also, I have to say, the more I play Vanquish Soul, the more Kirikara becomes one of my favorite cards. Kirikara is a really neat card. I love Kirikara. She is so neat. So they go into Saber Dancer. During your main phase, except the turn this card was... You can banish this card. I think I'm just gonna go... Like, if we go Doom King into IP, I think they just lose, right? Into IP here. So we negate their effect, and then we IP their board away, and we still have the Ghost to tribute anything they would summon. So Goddess using this, using this, using this. Count as 2, and using this. So summoning the Goddess here. Then we get the Doom King, negate that effect. And we still have an Omni. We still have a Kaiju. I don't know how they get back from this. I do not know how they can get back from this. So they're gonna try and special summon a Lunalight monster from their graveyard. We can just Goddess negate this. Like, Goddess does have an effect that prevents effect from the grave from happening, so might as well use it. It's probably gonna be the only time that happens. Negating this. Now I know they can use the Perfume in the grave to banish it, then discard one, add one Lunalight. Can they do anything with only one monster, though? They can get a Tiger. I think the Tiger is their best card, probably. No, they get the Wolf. But they're already normal, so what are you gonna do with the Wolf? This effect, once per turn, Confusion. By banishing fusion material listed on it from your field or graveyard. If I just, like, do Voivode now, I can steal 2 mats from their graveyard, so that makes it super hard for them to do anything. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So doing that, I still have the Vampire Domination too. But Ghost here, gonna tribute the Voivode, tributing this. Going into Vampire Voivode here. Then it does that. Voivode's gonna trigger, targeting this and this. Might as well steal the 2 best one. And now they are lacking material, I'm pretty sure. They have 2 material in the grave, and that's not enough to make anything really good. But I can just Omni this. So banishing those 2. Making the Cat Dancer. Oh, they can still do a summon. Am I dead now? They go battle. If they try to activate an effect, I can always Domination to negate it and destroy. You're lacking Brain Cell. Oh no, what happened, Roof Boy? So destroy this, gain 2.4k. So we're back in business, boys. And that should be pretty much a game at this point. Well fought battle. The guy almost had us there. He almost had us. He had so many interruption. So we are gonna get the Doom King back. We're gonna draw a card. Then we just go into Zombie Vampire and kill him. Stop saying this. Then we're just gonna get for some damage. Like, we use those 2, this side, and we punch for game. No point in dragging this out more. Let's just go battle. This is more than enough to kill. So 1, 2, and 3. GG. But what happened? What happens to your brain cell? Might have to include the Small World Engine in it to see her more often. Did you mean? Let me get back a bit. So, and the Visa Synchro trained instead of having to collect his fracture ego, so he's strong enough to fight a greater evil. Yeah, I know the Starfrost, like, is all his emotions splitting up and everything, and now you're doing good with Vampire. I know this deck pretty good. Thanks for the headpads, Folly, by the way. All I have to say is I play more. It's insane when it works. Might have to work. What was the Small World for? I'm missing context there. So, what are you running the Small World in? Kurikara? Oh, now I get it. But yeah, Kurikara is great. Like, I love the card. When I was playing my... What was the deck again? It was the... Punk... It was the Punk plus Kashtira deck. At one point, I drew the... Kurikara against a board that was like Fenrir Unicorn. I baited out their effect with its Xiamen summon effect, and then I summoned a big Kurikara and continued comboing up. It felt so good. It's actually the Undead Vampire. I think the Undead Vampire is in Japanese, right? Because this one is the Zombie Vampire, but the Undead Vampire is in Japanese, I'm pretty sure. And that's based on like a Dracula novel, I'm pretty sure. Like, one of the Dracula book that was made was named The Undead Vampire, so I think that's a nod to it. Calling the type zombie is censoring undead. Oh, okay, yeah. Because TCG, we all know us, like, Americans. We can't handle that. We can't handle crust. We can't handle, like, blood. We can't handle cleavage. You gotta censor all of that. Why is the undead vampire hot? I don't know. I don't know. Well, the undead vampire is just Voivode's final form, by the way. For those that don't know, like, the undead vampire is literally just Voivode in his, like, super amped up form. It's the same guy. It's literally the same guy. He's the same. Welcome in, Overlord. You're eyed for the Adrian. I don't know, it changed. Like, I've got a lot of them. Like, you can see I have 4 of them. But what does she do? If this card's normal or special, you can add 1 Ice Jade spell trap from your for your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. That's a searcher. When your opponent activates a card effect that target discards or target this card for an attack, quick effect can activate this effect. The next time, this card will be destroyed. It's not. Also, special summon a water monster. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Voivode is a hottie, I know. Voivode is really great. I love the design of Voivode. I was so hyped. Like, you remember at the start of the Master Duel when this guy did not have an animation? No vampire had an animation that started Master Duel. And they finally gave my boy an animation. I was like, let's go. We're eating good today. Their American cleavage is a no-go because they don't know women are real trust. Exactly. The new level 7. Let me find it. I don't know. Do I have it? It's Synchro, right? Or is it just a monster? It might be a monster. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I pulled it. Is this one? It seems to be this one. Sucker can suck my... Oh... Someone's being sus here. Someone is being sus here. Took them a while to allow bigger chest size as well. Most old school cards are much flatter. The biggest thing, we're gonna read this, but after that I want to say the biggest gripe I have with censorship. Like, why? This card names because IJ, while equipped with an equip, I don't really know if it matters. Maybe some card matters with this. I don't know. Can discard 1 other Ice Jade card or a water monster, special summon this card from hand. That's great. Like, just a special summon, then special summon 1 Ice Jade token. Oh, that's neat. While that token is in the monster zone, the player who summons it cannot special summon except water. But the token's not a tuner, right? So you can't... It would be neat if it did like a 1-mat Synchro 10 for the Ice Jade Synchro. Oh, she is a tuner. Never mind. I was like, the token's not a tuner. How are you doing your synchro? But she is a tuner. That's neat. She goes into Adrian, like, on herself. And it's only a water monster. So I could even run her, like, in my Goldie build. You could straight up run this card in your Goldie build and go into Adrian. Welcome in, Asuna. Biggest flan? No. I'm a small flan. They're even censoring Tai. Feels like we went quite back in the past. Standard, yeah. Can you send me the vampire list? A girlie was trying to get into vampires? Yeah, for sure. I can DM it to you. This is my current list. There might be some ratios to change. Like, I've made some change lately to add more punk. I added the Sharakusai. It came up pretty good. So, I kind of like it. You could change the ratios for sure. There's other builds to go, but this is the one I like. This is the one I like a lot, so if you want to start from there. She's running Vampire Curse and Call of the Undead. Oh, there's a long way to go then. But I want to remember, you're Yume on Discord, right? Or am I... Did I always, like, mix you two together? I think you're Yume, right? Let me see. That should be you, right? Can you just confirm? I'm the boy of your dream. I know, but I need your name. Oh, if you want to go on Discord, like on my own Discord, it's gonna be there. I can post it in the Master Duel chat. It's been a while since I've posted the update, and that's a new build. So if you have my Discord, you can always go find it there. I would recommend it to a new player who goes into for a vampire team, but I think yours might be too complicated for her. It is a really hard combo deck. I'm thinking of removing the talents, to be honest, because it doesn't do much. It's anti-entrap stuff, but you could probably just be running a cross-out instead to make yourself a bit more safe. Because cross-out would hit the Call by the Grave, it would hit other stuff. So I'm not sure about the talents yet. That's one card I'm not sure. A more easy to digest list, what would it be? I would say if she wants to go for the normal, we could try and deck build for an easier vampire build. Like, it's gonna have a weaker ceiling, but we are gonna go for more of the normal. We are not gonna do... Does she want to do the punk? Because the punk engine is complicated at first, but it gets easy because it's always the same thing. Well, I'm down to do that. So, how new is she to Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, is a straightforward line? Like, if we go into... Like, if I go into this, the line is summon Xiamin, get yourself either Deer Note or Foxy Tune, go into Jam Dragon Drive, add the tracker, then summon tracker, revive the Xiamin to go into Immortal Dragon to send the Ghost Sleeper. Is that too much? I feel this is gonna be too much. Like, it's a linear line, but there's a lot of things that you can do to start it. So maybe just doing a normal, like, zombie plus vampire line. So to start off, we're gonna go with the vampire that are worth it. So Sucker's really good. If you go more pure, you can run 2 Suckers if you want. This could be good too. It is a Foolish Burial that modulate levels. But if she's going for more of a pure one, I would run 2 Retainers, triple Familiar. Ghost is the main guy. You might want 1 Fraulein. I don't really like Fraulein. Like, I don't really like Fraulein myself. She is neat, but she's so easy to play around, and you can't really use her proactively. You need to use her in response to someone else. So I'm not happy with Fraulein myself. You have the Vampire Scarlet Scourge, because Scarlet Scourge is one that's really good. Well, for mine, she just started a month ago and is playing a started version of Dragon Maid without additional engine. Yeah, that's fair. I feel if you play Vampire without any engine, you're gonna struggle. We are gonna play Voivode at 1, because Voivode is the big payoff. It's one of the boss monsters that you might want to hand on. You could run double Domain. You can cut this to 1 or run it at 2. It's up to you. It's basically a double summon. But the advantage of this is that it's a vampire name. So what you can do is use the Domain, activate the effect to get another normal, and after that you can use it to, like, pitch it for Retainer, pitch it for Familiar, and you keep the normal. You don't need to keep the... That's one thing. It is a continuous spell, but what it says is once per turn, you can pay 500 life point. During your main phase this turn, you can normal summon 1 vampire monster in addition to your normal summon set. This continuous spell does not need to stay on the field once you've used this effect. You just gain an extra normal for a vampire. So the play you do often is you get Domain, you use the effect, then you pitch Domain to, like, revive the Retainer, then get yourself something else, then you go into another normal. So that's a play. This spell, like, the field spell is really bad, so you don't want to run the takeover. It's really bad. She could be running 1 Awakening if she wants, but it's not great because the monster breaks at the end of the turn. But I guess you could, like, special summon a Voivode on their turn to get a negation. The Zombie Vampire is great for sure. The Fascinator I would run at 1 because that's a 1-card Zombie Vampire if you have the material. Because basically what you do is go into Fascinator, then summon one of their monster from the graveyard. Then you discard, like, you use her effect to tribute a vampire. Most of the time it's going to be yourself. to take control of a monster your opponent control. And then that's 2 monsters your opponent controls. So you can go into Zombie Vampire from there. So she's a 1-card Zombie Vampire if you need it. Crimson Knight Bram is not great. It's really not that good. It's just a body that comes back every turn. But it's only when it's destroyed by opponent's card. And you don't really run level 5s in this anymore. Like the level 5 line is the old card. Like the Duke, the Shadow Vampire. You want to run 1 Shadow Vampire for sure. It is a great card going first. You could bump it to 2 if you want. The problem with Shadow Vampire is that it kind of blanks your attack. Because if you use Shadow Vampire, you cannot attack for the turn other than the monster Shadow Vampire summons from the deck. Vampire Vamp is funny, but she's not good. She's way too slow. Most of the time, Voivode is just going to be better than Vamp. And by the way, that was what I was talking. She has a belly button in the OCG art, but they decided to cover it up. Why? Why? But Vamp is out. If you want to run her, feel free to do so. It's not the problem. So those would be the... Oh, you want a Grace too, because Grace is insane. If you want, like, a play you usually do is if you have Ghost and any of the small boy, what you can do is summon Ghost, send the Familiar to the grave, then revive the Familiar with any Vampire in hand that you added. Most of the time it's going to be the Grace. So you Ghost, send Familiar, add Grace to end, then do Familiar, discard Grace, get the Familiar on field. Then you do Sucker with those 2. And then you use Ghost Extra Normal in the grave to tribute summon the Shadow Vampire that you just added with the Familiar over the Sucker. So it's gonna go Shadow Vampire, summon the Scarlet Scourge. Then Chainlink 1 Grace, Chainlink 2 Sucker, Scarlet Scourge, sorry, targeting the Sucker. So Sucker's gonna come back on field, Grace is gonna summon herself, and Sucker's gonna draw you a card. Naman ends enjoying some yummy flan. Welcome in, Nero the Cat. I hope you leave me enough so I can still speak, but feel free to numb in. So that would be it. You run the Counter Trap at 1 because it's searchable with Retainer. So that's pretty good. And that would probably be the Vampire lineup. If you want, you can run 1 Dampier, but I felt it felt underwhelming most of the time. It is a send. It is a send to the graveyard, so it can be pretty good to go around cards that cannot be destroyed. Because it sends, and after that you can revive it. And it can kind of synergize, but I'm not too fond of it. It's a level 6 and it competes with Beatrice, so Beatrice is just so much better. Though this one can be made with opponent's monster. After that, you would run the Uni-Zombie list. So triple Uni-Zombie. Then you probably want to run the... no, that's not what you want. Probably 1 Gozuki. Maybe more if you want to. I would run 1 Shang-Chi. So, did I write it wrong? I never remember. Wow. I always write Spirit Dao because it's way easier for me to find her that way. So 1 Shang-Chi here. I think Sheridan is cool. Yeah, Sheridan can be run. I was running it before. It can be pretty good. And if you build your deck to go more second, like Vampire, if you go more pure, you could build it to go second more. To go some Entrap, some Board Breaker, some Bishul. If you go second, I would run some Bishul in there. So you can have like 1 Dispatter, you can have this one, you can have 2 of these, I would say. And you can have 1 Regain, because your monsters are all dark. So when you banish a monster, like the Familiar gets banished by its effect, you can add it back to your deck and draw a card. So that could be pretty good. I wouldn't run the Branded Beast because it's kind of bad. But you could run like 1 of this one and 1 of this one. Just 1 of each to get yourself some Bishul on the field. The synergy with Bishul here is that the Bishul can banish a Shang-Chi to... Can I duel me? Yeah. I can go for some pure duels after that. There is a queue up. I don't know how many are in there because I opened it. The queue's empty. So if you just want to type !join, I'm down to do a duel after that. Do I still have the room code? No, I do not. So I'm gonna give the room code afterwards. But I'm explaining how to build a vampire deck right now. So you have the Unizombie. The Bishops are good for the Shang-Chi. If you're gonna run that, I would run the... At this point, like, the Punk Engine is just so good that I would say it's probably better to run the Punk Engine in this too. The room code is not up to date. I'm gonna post the room code in a bit. I forgot to add it to the command, so it's not, the command's not up to date if you do room and everything. But we're gonna go back to this later on, Roof Boy. But I can always speak to you on DM if you want to have more info about this. Because there's a lot you can do. Like, this one could go into a build with more Ghost Fusion stuff or the Punk Engine. But now we got... Let's go for the room. This was enough info for now. Yeah, there's a lot to digest. But at least if you know which vampires are good, because a lot of vampires are really not good. They're really bad. So let me just post this here. Can I pin this? I do not know if it pinned it. Okay, it's pinned by Aman, so that's good. So we do have the room code there. And then I'm just gonna do... where is the room code? Over here. Just get myself this, like this, and show it on screen. So anyone that wants to join, here's the room code. First time here. Oh, yeah, Mango. I've never seen you before. How you doing? And welcome in, Atchet. I'm doing good. Best way to beat vampires, just use garlic. No, don't bring garlics to me. Guess since I got the Punk Engine already, I could even try to build your build when I got a bit of resources to spare. The thing with the Punk Engine is that it gives you a way to play without burning your normal summon. With Italy, that's great. With Foxy Tune, that's great. So that's why I play it. It's a resilient way to get yourself the combo started and not die to a singular interruption on your normal. Don't worry, they can just hold their breath and not care about the garlic. So who was first in the list? I think it was Roof Boy, right? So if you want to join the room, I'm gonna do first the list here. But if Mooncat... Okay, Mooncat, do you want to go first? I saw you were there, so if you want to go first, feel free to join the dueling table. And I always do that. It's your first time here, so you just took the spot out of spite. Oh, so for anyone that comes in and want to duel, I always give them the option to choose what power level they want to fight. So I do have competent deck. Like, you could say it's not good, but my vampire deck is able to reach master 1 and everything. So if you want to play with a more like meta tier deck, I have Goldie Sprite, I have Vampire. The Speedroy was there because someone asked me to make Speedroy and I never finished the deck. Low power? How low are you talking about? I have Gate Guardian, I have a deck that is Bean Soldier, which is completely a meme. Like, I should not win with this. Or I have like Ghost Trick and Sue Ship. Or I have an NR deck. So which one would you prefer to fight? I have Gate Guardian, Ghost Trick, NR, Vampire, and Sue Ship in my lower powered level deck. And TR, you pick? I kind of want to try the Gate Guardians. I haven't played them yet, so let's try the Gate Guardians and go for it. I don't know how they go. I don't know if the deck's good or anything, but I'm curious to see. And because there's not that many people today in the queue or anything, if you want to go again afterwards, if you break or anything, we can go again. Like, we have enough time to do multiple game. I still have about an hour. Around 8 p.m. I'm gonna call it quit. just because Leah Asimov's having her 3D debut. That was a reason, by the way, why we started early today. But if we want, we could always start early the other days, just to accommodate more people. Then Friday we can go for longer. So maybe we start earlier on Friday and we do some stuff. We might not do Master Duel the whole day. But I'm just here to watch if Mad ate breakfast. Oh, I'm always bricking. When is it, by the way? I'm bad with time. It's in about 52 minutes. It's at 8 p.m. EST. Oh, okay, that's the power level. Is that the starter deck? Because if you're playing the starter deck, I can play a really lower power level deck. I did not know it was this low power leveled. This might be too strong for you. So, next game, if you want to go again afterwards, I'm down to... So, let's go for Unicorn. Unicorn here. Unicorn is going to get me the bird. Then we can summon the heavy tank without tributing. Then we can do... We started pretty good, to be honest. Like, we started insane. So we use the tank. The tank is going to target the one we don't have. Set it in the spell zone. We're going to activate this. Then we are going to use this here. To get ourselves, let's not minus ourselves, so let's get ourselves the other one from deck. Then we could go for... Oh, we can go for this. Let's go for the big boy. Let's go for the big boy. So this, and this. And we... Does it have an animation? I do not know. Did they give the Gate Guardian an animation? It deserves one. Please tell me it does. No, they did not. Oh, you bricked. Well, I can change deck afterwards because I feel my deck is still a bit too strong just because of the Yashira stuff. So I could go for... You're on Pearly? So let's see if you can get back from this. I'm not gonna negate you or anything. I just have a big bungus on the field. So can you deal with the Gate Guardian? Yeah, Gate Guardian is here. They released their new stuff. Like, all the new stuff for Gate Guardian is here. Oh, it's Exodia? Exodia! Obliterate! That's gonna be a big Exodia. Oh god, it's huge! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! It's massive, guys! It's massive! Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you cannot attack the turn they're summoned because of the Labyrinth Shadow. So let's use this. Get back the one that is banished. Then we use the tank. Get back the one that is banished too. Nah, we're not gonna destroy a card. I'm gonna give you a turn. We're gonna see what you can do. I am giving you a turn to see how far you can push it. So show me what you got. Show me what you got. I'm giving you a turn to show me how you can get out of this. You'll get obliterated. That is a massive Exodia head. This is a crazy one. Fisher? Oh no, my tank! Not my tank! Oh no, my big guy! He's breaking my board! What does it do? Might as well. Let's go for... Sure, this one. It's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Average Gate Guardian game. That's a big boy. A 3.3k Exodia, the forbidden one. That's spooky. Oh. I'm sorry. Exodia, you're not gonna obliterate. But if you want to have another duel, I can play another deck. I have a deck that can probably... Yeah, it's damage step. But I have a deck that can probably go better against this. So if you want to go again, I have a better deck for this. If you want to have another go, this, I feel, would be funnier to fight against. This is gonna be more on the power level too. A lot of normal summon, a lot of nothing that I can do. So maybe that's gonna be better. If you're down for it, I'm down for another game. But I feel my Gate Guardian were a bit too high power level. I'm gonna let you go first. My deck's not good at going first. It doesn't do anything. So the goal of the deck is to have a Chaz deck. By the way, I crafted 2 Ojama for this. That's 60 UR dust. Oh, we got a full combo. We got the Ojama blue. We do have it. Now, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna set up something? Their Exodia with Mage Power was so spooky. Like almost 4k Exodia was insane. X-Trav is pretty good. It is pretty good. Are you only running 6 extra deck cards because you don't have any more? Because if you have any more extra deck cards, you could be running more than 6 and have 2 Pot of Extravagance and use them. So, sort of Revealing Light's kind of annoying. Oh, it's to 1. Well, they could be running Pot of... What is the other one again? I don't remember. But we can do the Fusion Deployment. Pot of Prosperity, yeah. So we want to summon this one. Revealing this. Ayah! Target one exit, equip it, unequip this card. So we're gonna summon this. So we're gonna target our exit and we're gonna equip. It's a big boy. Then we're gonna set to and wait for now. They have a sword, so we can't do much there. You tend to reduce the second part to 1 letter since it's so long, yeah. My deck is ass, but I'll have fun. It should be around slightly error than meme format. Do you want to fight this deck? I could fight this one. Does this take no? Your monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. My combo. At least the X-Head Cannon's safe. At least one of them is safe, but that's annoying there. The worst is when you arrange the letter and you have the true best board. PTSD, oh no. Die could be good if I did not have anything else. Let's set this then. Not much we can do there. Let's just wait. We gotta wait for the sword to go away. They should go away at the end of my next turn. The good deck I have is Synchro, vomiting Synchros, and I don't want to make your stream that. That's fine. So would you want to fight the X-Head Cannon? Another one? Another one? Come on! Oh god, Witch and Sangan? That's such an insane thing to get with this. I don't even get the Ojama Blue! No! I'm getting destroyed, guys! Raigeki into... So are you gonna add a leg now with Sangan? Is the goal to try and Exodia me? It is! He's gonna try and go for the Exodia there! Let's see if we can kill him before it happens. But that's not looking good. I'm telling you, it's not looking good. Big defense. We have stuff to protect, but Waboku doesn't protect from the destruction from card effect. Chaz it up! Chaz it up! Chaz it up! I should add the Chaz it up thing too. Oh, that's amazing. That's really good. So, unexpected die here is gonna get us the X-Head Cannon again, I guess. So X-Head Cannon again. I'm not gonna overcommit because the sword's still up, so we are gonna wait a turn in case they go for another Dark Hole. We don't want to overcommit there, so let's just wait. And next turn, if we draw good, we are gonna be able to go into our first, union. It's Pot of Greed! Pot of Greed! It's just Pot of Greed, guys. It's that easy. What can I say? It's Pot of Greed. This guy's clearly an LVK sub. So let's see where you go from there. Emissary of the Skeleton Field to the graveyard. I don't know what people say on LVK, so pog. Well, it's mostly like it's his thing that he's the luck thing. So if you're an LVK sub, you should win all your Cup of Aces. That's like the Luke Von Karma card. So we are gonna Threatening Roar here to try not to lose our X-Head Cannon. Yeah, they added a color to make sure you know, like, what the... that you know if it's your opponent flipping or if it's you. Don't remember what they spam in chat when it lands. I don't know. I don't know either. During your main phase, you can set this card. So that's gonna be fine. We can summon this. Then in my standby phase, we're gonna need to have another turn. But I think I'm going in. I think I am going in. We are old. We want to get the Z Metal Tank. Revealing. Might as well reveal the big guy now. So let's summon a Z Metal Tank. Then we still have a protection. We're gonna go battle X-Head Cannon into this. Then this goes to the graveyard. He's gonna add the level... Oh, it's me that adds. Ochama, get into my end. You're the strongest creature ever. Then he adds a spellcaster, so left arm with the forbidden one. Then we punch into this. Just big enough. Just big enough. He's on 4 pieces now. That's kind of scary. He's got so many pieces. Maybe we're gonna lose to Exodia, guys. Getting this. Then we punch into the Sangan, so he gets another piece. We are gonna be able to go into the level 5 there, which is fine. Getting... I know he has... Oh, he did it. He did it. Let's go. GG. Assembling Exodia just like that. Exodia. Obliterate. GG. That was neat. That was really neat. GG. So, Root Boy, if you want to fight me... So, you did say it's not meme tier. Would you say, like, NR Vampire is at the same level? It's not that meme tier. It was neat. Your deck is pretty cool. Like, are you running only 6 extra deck card because you don't have any more? Because if you are running... If you could run more, I would maybe run the... Pot of Prosperity too? You don't think it's an R tier? Is it Gate Guardian tier? Like, is it enough? Gate Guardian, is it bricky enough so that I can run that? Because if it's Gate Guardian tier, new Gate Guardian probably. Let's go. Let's go. But you were with your... was your last piece added from the... what was the name again? The... Cup of Ace? Did your Cup of Ace give you one of the Exodia pieces there? But may the best duelist win? Oh god. This is not a good end. We gotta read this card now. Destroy it. Add one this. You can... Okay. Okay. So we are gonna maxi this. We kind of need cards. We kind of need cards here. So it is Rika's on Avalon, I think. Probably the full-on, like, Rika line. Do you have anything you can do here? The Rika Petal is kind of scary. It's their 1-card starter. So they're gonna use that. We're gonna Ash this, hoping that it subs them, maybe. This can give me maybe something. If they stop there, though, that might be troublesome. I just don't want them to get the Search of Petal, because that might get out of hand. Let's see what they do. Probably should have waited for the maxi in case they went into something else. So can you continue on from this? I drew so many entraps there. So many of them. You do have the princess, so you can go on. That's not helping me. That's not helping me at all. That's doing nothing. What? She's cleaning the floor. So that's Jasmine. Okay. Still not finding any card that does anything. So Jasmine pass. I'm gonna be honest, that might be enough. That might be enough. Oh, that's great. That's a good pick. Okay, so we are gonna start by Labyrinth Wall Shadow. Labyrinth Wall Shadow is gonna get us. At this point, we can go into this one or no, it's this one that we can go into. So we need the Suijin, right? Suijin and Sangan. Okay. So we do this. Getting this here. Then we can... Oh, we can't even? What is preventing us from doing anything there? Do we need one on the field? Oh, we can just normal summon this. Normal summon the Gate Guardian. Go, my minion. That's so funny with the bird. So we could do that. What does this one do? Once per chain, you can target one face-up monster, change its attack. You can use this effect. If this face-up is leaves the field, you can special summon when you're banished. Okay. So we are gonna go with this and this into the synchro. And now we're gonna do that to make this a 0 attack. That's probably the worst one, to be honest. Forbidden Droplet. That's annoying. That is annoying there. So we are gonna let this resolve. That is banish or in your deck to your hand. That's kind of insane, this one. So negate it, that's fine. Then we are gonna do this. Targeting this, popping that. And then we can use the graveyard effect of this to add the one that we don't have. So adding ourselves the Kazejin. Then what was this thing? Oh, it was the effect. So we can go for battle, do a bit of damage, and pretty much end on that. We don't have anything else we can do. Next turn, we have some plays, though. Next turn, we might have some plays. Oh, no. Not the pedal. It's coming back. It's coming back, guys. It might be bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And this is probably just one of the worst fusion you can have. Like, just making something 0, it doesn't even negate the effect. Oh, God. I needed that. I needed that. Come on. We're gonna Ash this, though. Ain't no way you're searching with pedal. I started to Ash. I know. So, getting this. Oh, you're negating the Ash. Oh, God. Is this Jover, guys? Is this all over? Negating the Ash, then you're searching. Do you have another plant in hand? If you have another plant, you can basically do whatever you want there. So Fairy lets me think that you do have... Oh, you do. So getting the Rika Fairy, then this one is going to tribute the plant to summon herself, and that's basically full combo. So let's see if I can make it out of here. Moo down the Rika Princess. Sadly, this does not negate when you reduce to 0. But the good thing is, if it leaves the field, this one, we're gonna be able to special summon a monster. This thing, you can tribute. It already did that. You can add one Rika spell trap. That's already done, so you cannot tribute anything. You can set one Rika spell. That's fine. Who would win? A deck that has stopped multiple YCS or Gate Guardian? Or Jasmine Pass? So doing this... Oh, you're gonna tribute my guy? Oh no. Oh no, he's going away. My guy! He did nothing wrong! At least we're getting one of our guys back. I think I might be getting the Suijin back. We should be, yeah. So this triggers getting the Suijin back. Special summoning it here. So we have the water one at least. Getting the princess, the fairy is kind of annoying. There's Snowdrop, the Rika fairy. Summoning this, you can go for the rank 8. And you're gonna be able to tribute my Suijin on my turn. So now you can go... What does the big one do again? I don't remember. When your opponent activates a card effect that targets a card you control, you can negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. That's not great, because this card does not target. It just tributes. Target one monster on the field, tribute it. So he's gonna tribute my Suijin, which is annoying. It's really annoying. No! Then it gains attack. He's gonna punch me for 3k. We are gonna need to find something here. We don't have anything that does anything in our hands. So maybe? Maybe? Can we find anything good? End phase. Okay. Do you make... No, not making Zeus here. Do you have anything in the end phase that you can do? This one, you can special summon it. Ooh. Then you get yourself... Please. That's probably the best draw in our deck. That is probably the best draw in our deck now. Normal summon without tributing. Getting the heavy tank. He's big. He's massive. We might be doing okay. So heavy tank effect is gonna trigger getting myself the Sangan. Just recycling resources. Then we make this using that, and that. Everything, go away! Gate Guardian is actually pretty fun to play, to be honest. Go on, Gate Guardians! You're gonna use that, you're gonna tribute it. It does not target, so that's annoying. Oh, it targets! Let's go! It targets, I didn't know! I did not know it targeted! Get Guardian! And now we can talent to take control of your monster. Gimme! And here we go! Oh, I can't even kill. I'm dumb. I forgot this card cannot attack. I'm stupid. No, I cannot attack with this. I'm super dumb. But at this point, I think I'm just gonna... Nah, it doesn't matter if you get it back. I forgot. Oh, God. Please tell me it's not the end. Please tell me this is not over now. I should have drawn two. Card. That was a better choice. I always forget this card cannot attack if you normal summon without tributing. That would be bonkers if this thing could attack the turn it's summoned. That would be insane. So you're gonna set a Rika spell, then you're gonna tribute something, which is gonna be annoying because that tribute is not gonna be targeting. So now you're gonna be able to get rid of it. You're gonna get a Rika. I'm pretty sure you win this from here. Would have been good if I read my cards. I could have probably done something better. If I drew 2 cards, I would have been able to maybe get myself into some Kishira stuff or more value. My guy! No! At least we can... So we activate this. We're gonna get the spell and trap negate. So this one. Because this one's gonna be a bit annoying for you to deal with. If you don't have spell or trap, we can just negate them. This guy's super annoying to deal with, to be honest. Like, those that don't know, it is twice per turn spell and trap negate. So it is really annoying. Let's see if this is enough. We have the tank next turn to reset one of our guys still. So that's pretty good. I see I didn't have the second, like, Gate Guardian guy because it's a UR. I didn't want to craft it. But if I pull another Gate Guardian combined, I'm probably going to run 2 in the extra deck because he's pretty great. He floats into the other small one. He is in a gate for targeting. I would probably cut one of the smaller, like maybe this one, because those guys are really not great. Like this one is adding a spell or trap, which is fine, but most of the time you want to have the spell before you do your fusion summoning. So how do you go from here? I do have it twice per turn, spell and trap negate. Or just says, yeah, spell and trap negate. So how do you get out of this? They are holding the gate. They are holding the gate. They're thinking. Okay, so Elebor attributing this to special summon herself. She's on the 8. Can you modulate level? Oh, you banish this and you make the 6 and 8 too. So you're gonna be able to... Oh, no, you reduce it to 6 to get it to an Xyz 6. That's neat. That's really neat. So now you can Xyz with your Xyz summon. That's level 6. What was the spell you set already? It was the Glamour. So you need to remove this before you can use the Glamour, or otherwise I just negate it. So Xyz Shokan. He's thinking. He's thinking where he's putting them. Going into the Rika Queen. If a monster is treated, you can detach one material from this card and target a monster in either graveyard, special summon it, but negates its effect. Also, it becomes a plant. That's kind of annoying. Destroyed by a card effect, contribute one plant monster from your end or field instead. That's really annoying. Okay, you got this one. You can crash into something, protect it, and go into Zeus, maybe? Rika Glamour. So we are gonna negate this with the wind and water. Ain't no way you're triggering this, so get the negate. Now, do you have anything else you can do? Setting one card, okay. You could still go for a Zeus line here, unless you're locked into plant. I don't know the lock in Rika's. So maybe they're locked, maybe they're not. End phase. Okay, so we might have a chance, guys. That was to send a Sujin there. So Labyrinth Tank is gonna reset one of the... Gonna do this. No, my guy! Well, I already activated the effect, so that's still gonna trigger my effect. My effect. At this point, I think I'm getting this one back. I should have gotten the other one. I'm stupid. Because now I'm gonna be able to... I want to get the Kazejin back. Is this permanent? Tribute one. Also, then if attributed, when take control. Until the end phase. Then if you do, it becomes a plan. Okay, so it's only until the end phase. That's fine. So detaching one to... Graveyard, special summon it. Oh, you're special summoning my Gate Guardian? Oh, you cannot special summon my Gate Guardians. Okay, you're special summoning your Rika Queen. So you're getting yourself a queen again. She doesn't have material though, so... Let's get this one back onto the field. Then let's go for Seamare. Seamare effect is gonna send to the graveyard the other Sujin. Then we can go into... We could go into this thing because that should work. I just want to reread this. Just before I make a noopsie. By banishing the above card you control. So controlling is in the graveyard too. We're gonna test. We are gonna test it out. So we should be able to do this. Getting ourselves the Crush Sheep. And no. We need to control at least one of them or two of them. We're pretty much dead now. Let's go end phase. We get the Labyrinth Heavy Tank again, but that's pretty much over. They outgrinded us. We were so close. We were so close. If we did not make the oopsie, we might have done it, but now it's pretty much over. They can punch over the two. They have enough gas to just run us out of resources. This here is gonna trigger the effect, getting themselves another card. Yeah, that's pretty much over. But I like the deck. If we add another Gate Guardian, that like big Gate Guardian, that might have been a bit different because we could have done another big one. But we do not. Because if we went to do another big one, we might have been able to punch over this. This one's gaining attack. Then he can still tributes my heavy tank. Oh yeah, it's a perma negate because of this one. Then he goes Glamour. He tributes the heavy tank here for the Glamour. Yeah. Then he adds any card. And that should be pretty close. He's at 5.2k. He doesn't need that much damage to deal with me, to be honest. I think this is a mandatory effect. So we're going to hear it a lot. We're going to hear the Queen being negated whole a bunch. Because it's not an effect you can say no to. So getting the Princess now. Then you have 2 4s. You could exceed into rank 4 there to just destroy me. You have a rank 8. Do you have anything that can modulate levels on this? So making the rank 4, you go for the Strina. Then this one, then target one plant monster or recon monster in your graveyard at your end. Cards with existing material distributed. You can special summon one rank 5 or higher exceeds monster. So you're special summoning, you're adding back the Snow Blossom, I think? Snowdrop. So adding back the Snowdrop's gonna summon herself. She's an 8, so... Oh, I guess you gotta have 2 space for the Snowdrop, right? So you summon this, you summon that one. Then this one's trying to gain again. That's not gonna do anything. You should be able to get lethal this turn. This one is gonna become probably 8. Yeah, you go 8. You probably make another queen here. And with the 2 queens, you're gonna be able to just tribute my Crush Sheep. And that's way over lethal. GG. Oh, not even gonna give Crush Sheep the honor of dying from being tributed. Oh, you're gonna tribute to gain 200 attacks so you kill with this turn. Pretty good. So gain 200 goes to 3k. That's enough to kill. This one's always negated, but that's fine. But GG, pretty close game. It was a close one. We almost got it. Thanks for the game. Thank you so much for the game. GG. That was a fun one. Trainer summons an Xyz plant from Exodeck when treated. Yeah. Well, you didn't need it, to be honest. You were so far ahead. But that was pretty good. That was really, really good. Oh, 1 second. Oh, never mind. We're doing this game. We're almost at Duelist level 11 there. If we win this one, we will have done it a good way. I might want to try to go for Duelist level max. I don't know. I'm going to see. But for now, the only really thing we care about... Oh, we have a pretty good hand. Now the problem is everything in this hand lose to Ash Blossom. If we summon Ghosts, they Ash it, we lose because we didn't start with the small one. If we summon the Amin, the Ash Imperm or anything, we lose, and this doesn't do anything. So we're gonna go for the better play. You made it voluntarily bad overall because full power Rika was too much for where I was playing. Oh, that's fair. Well, the Veiler would have lost us the game anyway. Whatever plays we did, the Veiler was too much. We're probably losing this. No, that's completely fine. That was a fun duel. I had a lot of fun. The decks were pretty same power level. It was a fun time. I had no problem at all. I enjoyed the duel. I got to test out how Gate Guardian work. Like last turn, oh, it's circular. We're gonna go next. I'm not sitting through this. They had the Veiler. We're not sitting through a circular combo. They're just gonna special summon like 55 time. Yeah, Dragon Link got insane grind game. It's insane. Do we have enough? No, we do not. Oh, we already pulled. So let's go again. We have a bit of time. Like in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna go because Leah's gonna start in 15 minutes a bit. I'm probably gonna raid into Leah. That's probably the plan. So in 15 minutes, we're gonna go. We're gonna go watch a debut. How much is your season point? I do not know. Because the season point is only for going to World, and I don't really care about going to World, so I'm probably not gonna care too much about that. But now we can do this here. Please no Ash, please no Ash, please no Ash. She's debuting with the 3D model. Ash for sure. Well, we have the Ghost. We can do something there. Well, she did not have the 3D model. That's what I mean. Like, she's not debuting for the stream overall. She's just debuting the model. So we're gonna do that. We are gonna add the Vampire Grace. We are gonna do the Vampire line. So it's gonna be a VR chat stream today. Messing with you. Well, maybe she was a figment of your imagination. Maybe you don't know. No matter how often they get interrupted or wiped, they always get multiple negate after 17-minute combos. Oh, this guy just surrendered. But yeah, like, the thing is, they hit 2 thing on Dragon Link, but it doesn't do enough. They gave them a lot of goodies with this pattern and everything, but they removed some of the cards that were doing stuff, but it's really not enough. Like, Dragon Links are eating good right now. I'm thinking of building them at one point because they're so good. They're just an insane deck. So many ways to play. They still run Bishol, so decks that use the graveyard kind of lose to them. Consider what happened last 2 weeks alone. I wish it was a figment of my imagination. Oh no. You've gone to too many Femcell Wednesday. This is probably the worst hand we could have. Can I please get some playable hand there? Anything that can be playable. I might remove the All Gold from the deck, to be honest. It feels like a win more most of the time, and I don't really need it. Like, it can help me on grind games, but most of the time, other cards would be better. I might just do... Oh, we can't even do that. So might as well just do this and end. Hope that they worry that it's a trap card, but we don't have anything here. Like, I don't understand why. I have so many starters. I have 13 starters, like I said. And I'm not seeing any of them. Ow. How is that possible? I shouldn't... They do waste their duster on a triple tactic. Now, what are they on? Okay, is it something... Pot of Desire? Banishing 10? I think I'm gonna ash that. They might be on Grand Maju, so that might be bad. But next turn, if we don't die this turn, we might have a chance next turn. So we're gonna see. Good to play Queen Elizabeth. This one, she's really good. Because she is your way to make rank 6. She is your way to make... Oh? She is your way to make the... She's part of the, like, Scarlet Scourge combo. She revives herself. She makes a 6. Then from the 6, you can go into Beatrice to go into other stuff. So she's just a good card. If you don't want to run her, that's fine. But she's most of the time the ad that you want to do from Vampire Ghost. Because she's a great, like, fodder for the small one. I wish I was... You're gonna kaiju that? You're really giving me a kaiju there? I don't think this guy knows how to play. Giving me a kaiju over that? So the plan, why we run the Grace? No, we don't want to do that. Why we run the Vampire Grace is that Scarlet Scourge is a 6. And what happens is that if you have the Shadow Vampire on the field, you can special summon the Scarlet Scourge, revive like another vampire. So most of the time it's going to be Sucker in the grave. And do the Grace effect. Because you special summon a level 5 or higher zombie monster, you can revive the Grace, paying 2000 life point. And the thing is, if you have Ghost and any vampire other than Grace, let's say, you summon Ghost, you send any of the vampire, and then you add Grace to your end. So that when you use Familiar, you send Grace to the graveyard, revive the Familiar, get yourself another card, and now she's in the graveyard, set up for your combo. So she's really good, but she is not like an... She is mostly just a Beatrice and an extra body. Because she revives when Voivode summons. She revives when Shang-Chi summons. She can revive a lot in this deck. Like I said, the tactics I wasn't sold on, and I think I'm cutting it out. I might even cut the 1-for-1, but the 1-for-1's another way to start without burning my normal summon. So that's why I'm running it. But the Grace is really good. At first, I wasn't really running the Grace, but she is an amazing card to be able to combo off. She is the main combo line of the deck. I wish I was like this. All the Cyber Dragon players. Like, did you ever see a Cyber Dragon player in the opening Cyber Dragon card in their opening end? Yeah, they always open it. Oh god, that's bad. That's really bad. We don't have anything here. It's crazy. I don't understand. How am I not seeing any of my starters? Like, this is the one of. This is a 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 2 of. But my triple Ghosts are not in the hand. My double Italy are not in the end. My triple Xiamin are not in the end. My triple Foxy Tune are not in the end. I do not understand. What's happening here? Like, there's nothing we can really do. The most we can do is this. Get the Ghost Fusion. Oh, they have an Ash? No, getting Ghost Fusion. And we set 2. Do want to send? Not really. So we have an Omni. We have a Call By. Maybe that's good enough. But that's so bad. How are we drawing so badly? It never happens on IRL plays. Oh, God. They have a Fenrir here. I think I need to Omni this, because if I don't Omni, it just goes out of control. So we're going to Omni this. We're going to go higher. So now our Ghost Fusion is kind of offline, which is annoying. Oh, I could have played that differently. I'm stupid. I could have Ghost Fusion, then get other stuff. Oh, we're so dead. We are super dead. It's Punk Kishtira. If they go Xiamin here, we can Call By the Grave the Xiamin and maybe we survive. But I could have done something different now. Because this paid life point, I could have Ghost Fusion this. Foxy Tune, I mean. I could have Ghost Fusion this, going to Garura, going to Shang-Chi. Then Shang-Chi revive, send stuff. Yeah, I could have done a way better play this turn. I was a bit dumb. We're gonna Call By here. Call By the Foxy Tune and hope that it's enough. Maybe they don't have anything else. They did normal already, so maybe that's gonna stop them. Now the problem is... We are higher life point than them. Oh, you just start Italy, so we're gonna go next. There's no way we're surviving this. He opens Italy too. Like, this guy started with everything. Fenrir into Xiamin into Italy. Like, that was everything. There was a thing I could have done. If I went Ghost Fusion, I would have added Beatrice. I could have ended on Zombie World. Oh, Strawberry! Welcome in! Welcome in! We're probably gonna go in a bit because there's someone that are debuting their 3D debut, their 3D like model soon. But how are you doing today? Let me see that model. Let me see that face of yours.
It seems that I can't.
Really cute model.
First place in that place. I'm gonna try.
What do you play often? You played Yu-Gi-Oh! What deck do you play in Yu-Gi-Oh?
You get first place here.
But happy to have you here. For those that don't know me,
I'm gonna try this card.
Ash Blossom, that's fine. We wanted to play the Ash with this. So I'm a small fan. I play
I kind of like this.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Most of the time. I play Rika Sonavalon Tyrion Cash. Ooh, nice. I myself, as you can see, I'm running vampires. I'm trying to make vampire work even if my life depends on it. I'm gonna make them work. This is my latest build. It's working pretty fine. It is a super combo. Oh, she plays Mega Man. Nice. We're playing... Oh, God. Oh, God. We can thin the deck a bit more. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, we play some Mega Mans here too. We play some Battle Networks in the weekend. I'm working on Level Monster. Ooh, that's neat. I know Level Monsters aren't the greatest deck, but they're neat. We send this to the grave. We're gonna go for... We probably could have not used that. Come on, guys. It always gets me. So get this. Get... this one. Let's keep the Sharkusai there just in case.
Wow.
Wow. You like Level Monster? If only they would be better. It's really a failed archetype. It really is a failed archetype there. The duck sound scared you? Oh no. Thanks for the water there. It got you to check the door. Oh no.
Jack in! Mega Man!
Power up! But yeah, like I was saying, most of the time I'm playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! In the week. And on the weekend, we're on RPGs. And I've been playing Mega Man Battle Network, which is my childhood game. Like, I've started playing video games on Battle Network 5. So I love the game. I'm always gonna play Battle Network, so... On this, we can kind of do everything we want, to be honest. So let's revive this. Thanks for the follow, Bluto Shiro 2. We're gonna chain block here. Another Battle Network player. Sir, you got my follow. Let's go. Thanks for the follow. It means a lot, guys. But yeah, we've been playing through every single Battle Network in order. We're on the 5th one right now. So we are pretty far. Like, we are on Battle Network 5. And we are about, I would say, halfway through the game. Slowly but surely getting there. And Battle Network 5 is my favorite still. I know I'm speaking from, like, nostalgia goggles. But for now, none of the Battle Networks have equaled Battle Network 5. I can't wait for the 6 because I know a lot of people are hyping the 6 a lot. So I'm excited for it. But until proven wrong, I'm still gonna say that Battle Network 5 is my favorite. I love the Liberation Mission. But like I always say, when people raid me, if you need to go rest up, if you need to go grab some food or anything, I know after we stream, most of the time we push ourselves to the end. So if you need to go do anything, feel free to do so. There's no problem there. Ghost Bell. So they do have a Ghost Bell. That was good that I chain blocked there. We still have so many things we can do. There's nothing stopping us now. We use the Ghost Fusion. Battle Network 5 on DS is your favorite. I'm so sad that they did not, like, give us the full-on, like, Battle Network experience. Like, you know, the Battle Network DS had, like, 2... You could beat both teams at the same time. I don't understand why the Legendary Collection did not do that. That would have been so cool. Like, it would have been amazing. I'm hungry for flan. Oh, no. Oh, no. If I get heated, I'm not going to be able to stream. But a small bite can't hurt, right? Just a small bite. It won't be too bad. So let's send the Banshee to the grave. Then Banshee's gonna activate. Then we get the Zombie Well. And now we can just go into Zombie Vampire because we don't really care if we mill anything. We gotta do that before we go Zombie Vampire because I know my luck. I know I'm gonna mill the Zombie Weld if I do Zombie Vampire first. And that's pretty much the deck. So the plan of the deck is you have multiple lines to go into Beatrice to pitch either the Ghost Fusion or pitch something else.
Exodia!
Obliterate! But yeah, I've been coping on this deck. Like, it's a deck I've been working on since before Master Duel. So I've been refining it over and over. There's some stuff I would love to have the Horus cards because the Horus cards are really good. But basically, that's the build. So I have a lot of ways. My philosophy when I build a deck is I try and make a deck that does not lose to Ash Blossom. I make the deck to have many ways to play around Ash Blossom. So that's why I'm running the Punk to have Italy. So the normal zombie stuff, what I didn't like is like let's say Unizombie, you use Unizombie effect, they're gonna Imperm it, they're gonna Valor it, they're gonna Ash Blossom it, and you just cry. Because you use your normal, you don't have anything else. Welcome in, Meaty, by the way. But yeah, this is the build, so the plan is mostly you have the Punk Engine, which is mostly there to go into Ghost Fusion. So you have the Z Amin. Before this, I was running triple Z Amin, one Foxy Tune, one Deer Note. But the problem is, if you start Deer Note and Foxy Tune, you're kind of stuck there. So I added the Sharakusai to unbrick those ends. So now if I start Deer Note and Foxy Tune, I go Foxy Tune, get myself the Z Amin, add the Sharakusai, Deer Note with Sharakusai, summon the Deer Note, go into Jam Dragon Drive. And the thing with Jam Dragon Drive is that it can add a Psychic. So the goal is you add Tracker. Then you revive the Z Amin with the Deer Note. And you can chain block everything with the Z Amin too. So you revive them. Then you go into Immortal Dragon. And Immortal Dragon can send any zombie to the grave to modulate. So you send the Ghost Sleeper. Then Ghost Sleeper gets you the Ghost Fusion. And then you are lower life point than your opponent because you paid life point for your Punk effect. So you use Ghost Fusion. You use the... Like, we're taking into account that we only have one card starter. So like an Italy or something. So you use the Immortal Dragon there to fuse. Making Garura. And then you banish the Shang-Chi from the deck. Banish from the graveyard afterwards. Most of the time it's going to be the Ghost Sleeper. Revive the Shang-Chi, send to the graveyard. Most of the time it's going to be Banshee. Then you make Beatrice. You detach, you send another card to the graveyard, and you still have 4 cards to play around. So if you have Vampire Ghost, you can play Vampire Ghost with any Vampire. The Vampire does kind of the same thing. Because if you have Ghost and any Vampire other than like Shadow Vampire or Scourge, what you do is summon Vampire Ghost, send the Vampire to the grave, add yourself to your end Grace, send Familiar to the grave. Familiar effects and Grace get the search the Shadow Vampire. Then you make Sucker. Then you use the extra normal of Ghost that it gives you to tribute summon the Shadow Vampire. It's gonna special summon from the deck the Scarlet Scourge. Then on chain you do Grace first and Scarlet Scourge second, targeting the Sucker. So Sucker comes back on the field, and because Grace comes back afterwards, you draw a card. So you draw a card, and then you have 2 level 6, so you can go into Beatrice from there. And from Beatrice, you send the Ghost Sleeper, you get the Ghost Fusion, and Ghost Fusion, you use the Shadow Vampire to go into Garura and Shang-Chi. You send another thing. Do vampires die if their normal summon gets interrupted, just like ordinary zombie? Kind of. Like, they have some ways to play around, like the Domain is another normal, so it can help. The Ghost can be resilient to Ash or Imperm or anything if you open one of the other ones. So if you open Ghost and let's say Familiar, you normal summon Ghost, you send the Familiar for cost to the graveyard. So it's in the graveyard now. If they Ash this, you can still do like Familiar, target the Ghost, tribute it, send it to the grave. Then you special summon the Familiar, you use Familiar effect, get the Shadow Vampire, and then you can use Ghost in the grave to tribute summon the Shadow Vampire over the Familiar to get yourself the Voivode. It's a really lower power level deck play, but it's taking into account that you have like Ghost and Familiar and no other playable card. Most of the time you're gonna have other stuff, you're gonna have like Xiamin, you're gonna have Italy. So vampires can kind of play through being interrupted. Zombie World will just kill Dragon Link, which makes me happy. The problem with Dragon Links is that they are running a lot of Bestials, which is really bad for you. Like, you do not want to run into Bestials with this because you run a lot of Darks, and if they banish your Dark, if they banish your Doom King, your end board is really weaker. If they banish the Shang-Chi because they don't read, it's funny. Because you get like the Shang-Chi revive then. But other than that, a card that I'm not convinced about is Algol. I might cut the Algol out. I don't need it often. It's like a win more card. It's a protection. It's good if your Beatrice still has a material and they try to do anything like Raigeki or Darkhold. You can just send the Algol to the grave to protect. It came up often. It's just a brick sometime when you draw it. While Zombie World is online, then Dragon Link cannot access any monster in their extra deck. That's fair. That's fair. So it's kind of a floodgate. You gotta be worried though. If you have Zombie World, do Zombie World always after you've done your Punk combo. If you plan on doing the Punk combo. Because Punk, to do the Jam Dragon Drive, need to have a Psychic tuner. So if you set Zombie World and start doing the Punk combo, you are gonna be forced to go into Chaos Ruler. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Chaos Ruler that much. It's a great card, but it's random activate, while this is guaranteed. This deck has been tailored to not have any randomness into it. Like, I was running Dangers before, I was running other stuff before, and the problem with Dangers and everything is that it's random. You don't have control over it, and I know my luck. I know myself, I'm super unlucky, so I need the deck that is as consistent as it can on its, like, send and everything. So that is why I'm running this version. You could go for some more, like, value in the send. Like, I know some people run Ringo Worm to send from Beatrice or Shang-Chi to make Barone with the Jam Dragon Drive once they don't need it anymore. That is a way you could do it. I've tried playing around with this pattern, see if I could make it. The problem is, if you have Zombie World on the field already, you can't really make this pattern anymore, so it's kind of annoying. So that's why I'm not thinking about making it. Welcome mid, let me pop up. We're probably gonna end soon. I'm just waiting for Leah to start. But we're probably gonna end soon-ish, so I'm kind of explaining here. You could probably remove the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. It's fine, but you don't need it that much. But if you want to run it, that's pretty good. And after that, there is the... Like, end trap wise, you can change the end trap. You could go for more board breaker if you prefer. I was running the Fenrir before, but they don't do much. They add cards to your deck, but you want the deck to... You want to find starter as consistently as you can. And Fenrir is not a starter. It is a fine card. It's a card that gives you more value, but it is not a card that is going to do stuff in itself. That is why I cut the Foolish too. Foolish Burial is fine, but most of the time it is not doing enough. I know it sounds crazy to say that Foolish Burial is not doing enough. But the problem is, in this deck, if I Foolish, I send the Ghost Sleeper to the grave. I add Ghost Fusion, and now what? I Foolish, I send the Banshee to the grave. Now what? And there's like... It's not a one-card combo in like other decks, like Tear Element or anything. So I don't like Foolish that much. It's a spell too. It's not great to send to the graveyard, so that's why I'm not running it. But that is my reasoning. Evident is always great because it replaces itself and it solos pressure your opponent. In the Horus build that I'm running Fenrir. Because Fenrir is insane with Horus. It's basically a free monster that is really good. And it gives you another card to discard for the Horus stuff. So in my build in TCG, I'm running it. But in this build, I'm not. But yeah, the Call by the Grave are pretty important because you want to dodge the Ash Blossom or the Maxi. You die to Maxi, by the way. This deck dies super hard to Maxi. So there's an argument to say that you would want to run Crossout at 1. Like, you might want to run Crossout just to get out the Maxi. But the problem is, the more cards you add, the less likely you are to find your starters. And if you don't find your starters, you're gonna die. And you run a lot of bricks. Like, you run a lot of high-level monsters, which are pretty annoying. So that is the culmination of more than 1 year of playing vampires and trying to perfect them. I wish one day we can play a more pure vampire. They added some cards, but we still don't have anything to end on. So pure vampire is not really a playable deck right now, which is what's like a bit annoying there. But I'm still coping every month for the Maxi ban. They're never gonna ban it. They're never gonna ban Maxi. They like the cockroach so much. Like, the problem is, you know, when there's a cockroach infestation, it's super hard to get rid of. So even if we kill it like 1 or 2 times, it's still gonna be there. We need to burn the whole place down if we want to get rid of Maxi. So we're kind of there to have it stay and stick with it. You don't know how to pop up like you used to? Oh no, you gotta get your drive back on. No, combos are getting longer. What are you playing right now? What deck are you playing? But yeah, that's probably the build I like the most. Like, the addition of more Foxy Tune is better because you have more starters. The Xiamin now with the Sharakusa is better because it gives you more stuff to play. You're trying to play branded variant. Oh, is it the Synchro one? Are you trying to do the Albion thing? Like, are you trying to summon the gimmick puppet there? Vanadium got insanely long and complicated combo, but at the end of just words Dragonling in the screen said, yeah, like they are still missing 2 or 3 cards, and once those cards come out, there it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so insane when those cards comes out. But until then, Vanadium's an okay deck. It's not amazing, but it's fine. By the way, we got a Royal earlier. For those that didn't see, we got a Dear Servant Royal. That was pretty cool. I would have loved to get some Vanadium UR because I still need another Astrolabe. I still need like Roomheart at 2 more, and I need the Field Spell 3 times. So I'm not doing that good, but let's dismantle some selected card. First off, I'm gonna dismantle all extra cards, see how I get. At 10 extra dust because I pulled for this pattern for some reason. For some reason, I pulled for this pattern. Iron Vanadium didn't do anything ever in the OCG because it hard loses to Maxi. Kinda, yeah. It kinda loses hard to Maxi, but it's still a pretty strong deck. It is an insane deck, to be honest. Wait, did anything happen? 1 second. I'm just gonna see. We're just waiting here. 1 second, guys. You enjoy fusion summoning? Ooh. I wanted to play branded. I'm gonna ask Prince to give me his branded list just so I can play branded a bit more. This pattern, you're never gonna need more than 1. So this one, we can remove 1. Then let's filter on URs. Those are the cards that interest us. I have no interest into comboing 20 minutes every duel. That's fine. That's fine. I kind of like my combos, but that's because that's the style of play I like. Yeah, we can probably just dismantle this. I prefer just gimmick puppet luck in 5 minutes every duel. Oh no, not the gimmick puppet luck. I thought we were done with this. I thought they removed it from the game, but apparently it's still there. And she just went live, so let's send the raid our way. Let's do a starting screen raid. So let's just show her some love. We are going to go there. The next stream is going to be on Sunday. And we are going to go and play some Mega Man Battle Network on Sunday. And after that, on Monday, we're going to be back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. We need to grind that Duelist Cup if we want to get the gems. So we're going to be back on the grind. So for those that are here, here's the raid message for those that are sub. Here's the raid message for those that are not. Please be kind. She's testing our new model in VR chat. She never did like 3D. I know she did a test stream on her like alt stream, but please be kind. Please, she was the inspiration for me to start streaming. So please show her some love. And on that note, I'm gonna be moderating her stream anyway. So you're gonna see me there. You're gonna see me in chat and everything. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you all take care of yourself. I hope you eat some good food. You make sure to sleep well. And I hope you all have a good weekend. I'm going to see you all on Sunday. And bye-bye.